What's up, everybody? How's it going? It's Whalebucket night. It's actually Whalebuffet night. Oh, wait, hang on. I gotta fix my camera. Why am I not visible? Let me check something. That's what's going on. Why is it not detecting my camera? All right, let me unplug my camera and plug it in real quick. Okay, we're almost there. Boom! We're there. This is why we do the pre-stream audio check. Melanie, change your Twitch name to match the Grim server, sort of. Hi, Melanie. There's so many that's hard for me to sometimes keep track of whose name doesn't always match their Twitch username. So the closer it is, the easier it is for me. Yeah, for sure. You might have seen I turned on text-to-speech. I will say, though, unlike last time where we set the text-to-speech like very low, it costs 5,000 channel points if you're using channel points, which is, quite a bit. So we shouldn't have as much crazy spam as we did last time we tried it. But if you donate bits, or if you do like a YouTube super chat, or if you resub and put in a message, it should all trigger the text-to-speech. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping that the cadence is going to be a lot less than the last time and it won't be too overwhelming. But we're playing Whalebuffet. It's like a fun night, guys. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Ew, missed. Gross. Nice. We're eating good tonight with Whalebuffet. That is right, Julie. I have to see. Should I bring out? Wait, hang on. Not me. Don't move me. Whaleium. I have this Vegas Whaleium. Oh my god, towering behind me. Do we need Whaleium on screen? I guess I should put Whaleium down here. This is Vegas Whaleium, guys. We commissioned this awesome artwork to be used for our Vegas Con merchandise and shirts that we're going to be wearing as a crew there. You can actually get your own Whaleium shirt at shop.thegrim.gg, although it's more of a test right now. I put it up on that shop, and I bought a test that I haven't seen yet, so I don't know how it looks, but we're looking at other merch vendors to actually do better than the Streamlabs one, right? But for now, if you really can't wait and you get your hands on it, there you go, Whaleium. He's so cute. Yeah, we're gonna try to get pins and stuff made. Of course, let me slide myself over to get some room for Whaleium here. Since the con is the magicians, gamblers, and drunks, he's got the gambler dice, which, yes, I know the dice are incorrect, but that's how they are on the token. If you look at the gambler token, that's how the dice look. So the dice are wrong on purpose because we wanted to keep the gambler influence. And the little magician hat up there with the bunny ears coming out. Chair buffet, 6 chairs, 1 player. I don't know what kind of games you're running there. Boom. But maybe we gotta try that at Vegas. Musical chairs, Clocktower. It would be a fun plush. It's hard to get plush made. I think one person made a plush out of him one time on one of those things where you upload your kids' drawings and it makes a plush. It doesn't look quite as cool. There are some cool sites that will do plushes of things, but you need basically a much bigger community to order, because you need to order a minimum number of 150 or 200 for it to qualify. But I'd love to get a Whaleium plush. Sneaky little doomsayer, rock and rolla. Oh, that was your text-to-speech. Did it work? Did it work or did it not work? If it didn't work, I don't want to enable it. No, it didn't. Okay, I'm gonna go. All right, let's try this. I just sent a test. Even the test is not working. Fact, I didn't buy it. I did not buy the new book because it's part of like the Words of Radiance, like Leatherbound or something. So I unfortunately just am not part of that. I'm excited to try it. I think it comes out regularly in December, right? Unless there's some new book that I can get my hands on that I don't know about. I don't know why it's not working. All right,
this is a test message.
The test one worked. Okay, well, if that worked, why did yours not work? And I don't even know if I can resend it. And I feel bad because now it took 5,000 points from you and you didn't even get to do a text to speech. I don't know how I can make that better. We're going to find a way to make it up to you. Especially with all that. Oh, do I have to? No, I don't have to. We'll find a way. Anyways, let's make sure you guys can hear town before it goes too late.
No outsider manipulation.
There is 2 bays, which is.
Say hi to chat. Just make sure they can hear you.
Hi,
Hi,
So
Hi,
chat.
make sure you can hear us.
Need to go Fangu.
Yeah, Ash is definitely 100% going Fangu.
I think they can hear you. Sweet. All right, let's see. Maybe something I haven't used it in a while. I thought it was all set up. All right, let's see. I'd like to get this working so I don't have to turn it off. Yeah, you're right. It is disabled. It's now enabled. So let's see if I can get a way to resend that message. All right, let's see if I can somehow. I'm looking at everything. All right, let's do this. We're going to simulate an event, and we're going to simulate it for Rock and Rolla. And we're going to say this, and we're going to see if it works. I guess technically that wouldn't work. All right. Rock and Roller, I owe you 5,000 channel points somehow. I'll figure out how to do it. But it should possibly be working now. Let's see if I use the bot. If I use it, right, does it work? Let's see. Actually, maybe that's how I do it, right? Let's do this. Sneaky little doomsayer, perhaps? This is what you wanted. Let's see if it works.
Sneaky little doomsayer, perhaps?
We did it, chat! Okay, first of all, it's working. Second of all, your message came through loud and clear. Tons of Whalebuffet questions. Sorry, I've been so focused on this. I haven't even got to answer any of the questions, but we're going to get going live right now. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. And we're going to play some Whalebuffet. And we're going to have some fun. Actually, before I do that, one thing I wanted to fix on here with the graphics. Let's see if this works. Haha, yes, okay, it works. Okay, perfect. Now we're ready to start. Be back.
Zelda rave, Zelda rave.
Hey everybody, welcome to Monday Night Clocktower here at the Grim. I will be your stream host, storyteller, and waiter for the night, Evil Steve, and I'm joined by 12 very hungry acolytes who are here to have some Whalebuffet. Say hi, amazing acolytes.
Amazing acolytes.
So tonight we are doing something that I've wanted to do for a while, and that is Whalebuffet. It's been a tradition around here at the Grim where we kind of have a silly night to play Whalebucket, blow off some steam, and just like vibe with each other. In this case, Whalebuffet is the next iteration of Whalebucket. So if you've seen Whalebucket before, this is just taking it a little bit further. Before I get to that, I do have two announcements. First of all, you'll notice this nice Whaleium next to me on the screen, next to me on and it was also on the waiting screen. This is Vegas Whaleium. He's ready for the Vegas buffet, and so he's ready for Whalebuffet tonight. This is our little mascot that we're bringing to the Vegas Con, which is going to be taking place this October 24th to the 26th. It was announced that we will be having our own room again this year, and there was a message that was sent out today. Our room is going to have two circles for the con. One circle will be dedicated to scheduled games, just like we did last year. And those games are going to start opening tomorrow. So if you want a spot in one of our games with our storytellers in our room in a scheduled way that you're guaranteed to play with us, make sure you have your badge. Go register right now. And tomorrow, we're going to start posting the games. We're going to be drip feeding them over this next week. So a few storytellers will be putting their games up every day through Friday. And so check back in a couple times during the week, find a game that fits for you. We basically have the entire con from Friday 9 a.m. to like Sunday 9 p.m. blocked with games. Nothing past like 9:30 p.m., but the normal hours, I'll say the normal hours. So you can only register if you have a ticket. So if you've been waiting, now is your reason to go ahead and get your ticket. Secondly, if you don't make any of the scheduled games or you don't have a ticket quite yet, we're also going to have a second circle in our room for the whole weekend. And that is going to be dedicated to pickup games where you can just drop into our room, say hi to us, hang out, and jump into a game. No signups required, right? Just show up. We're going to have games going all weekend long. So our room is going to be about 4 times bigger this year than it was last year. So it should help us accommodate 2 circles quite well. That is the plan. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure, if you haven't, registration starts tomorrow when we post them. Secondly, the other second announcement is this last weekend we took place in the Clocktower charity marathon for the Trans Lifeline. That was a 24 plus hour stream. I think in total, with all the bonus hours at the end of the stream and the bonus hours before the stream started, there was about 35 to 37 hours of Clocktower content in a row. Rosanna set a $10,000 goal for that charity stream. And I have the final tally for you guys right here. We raised over $20,000 in that 24-hour block. It says 20,030 on this graphic. It was actually more than that. It was going up. It's still going up. If you missed it, but you still like to donate, hit ! donate to get a link in chat. It'll take you to the site where you can still contribute more money. But we took the $10,000 goal and we doubled it. How amazing is that? It was a great cause. The whole community came together. Everyone put in a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to make it happen. Mostly tears of joy, luckily. And so I am very happy that we were able to be a part of that. So congratulations for everyone. Omega Bot in chat saying Tiltify is currently at $20,655. So it's even more. There's like $600 more than when that graphic was made and the event closed. So that was really, really cool. So very cool. Very, very cool, and a good way to close out Pride Month as well. Okay, now let's get down to business. Whalebuffet. What is Whalebuffet? Well, first you have to know what Whalebucket is. Normally, when you play Clocktower, you have a very limited selection of roles. You have about 13 townsfolk, 4 outsiders, 4 minions, and 4 demons. That's your average script. Whalebucket laughs in the face of like being able to have a solvable game and things that make sense, and it just uses every single character that's been released in the game up to that point. We're well over like 150 characters, I believe. It's like an insane number of characters, which means in theory, you could be any of like 60 townsfolk, 40 outsiders, 40 minions, 20 something demons. Like it's a crazy number that you could be. So when you're building the bag, the storyteller can just put anything in that they would like. Whalebuffet kind of takes that thing and tweaks it so it puts a little bit of power in the player's hands. So in Whalebuffet, instead of getting a random roll, you're just given a character type. So in this case, you're going to get a token that says townsfolk or minion or demon or outsider. And then when we go to sleep, I'll send you a card and you pick which character of that type you'd like to be from any of the characters that are in the game. So that is basically putting the power in your hands. If there's a role that you love, if there's a role you really would like to be, well, now you can be it. The caveats here are if you and another person pick the same character, one or more of the extras may be drunk. So if you have too many people going bounty hunter, perhaps, you're only going to have one sober bounty hunter. The rest are going to be drunk. There are a few banned characters. The atheist is banned. The engineer is banned, mostly because it just takes away the fun from the evil team. And the pit hag is also banned just because of the shenanigans that they can do. The other 3 characters here are not banned, but you can't pick them intentionally. That is the drunk, the lunatic, and the marionette. If those are chosen to be in play by the storyteller, then, you'll get a townsfolk token, but you'll really be the drunk or the lunatic or the marionette. And so you cannot do that. If you pick a character that has the potential to ruin or make the game unfun, the storyteller has the right to give you an "Are you sure" card. Please reconsider. And I will be telling the evil team what character it is you tried to pick. That is how the reconsider card works. The other small thing, the only character that has a setup ability that affects the game is a bounty hunter. So if you pick bounty hunter, you do flip someone evil. But otherwise, if you pick something that adds, removes outsiders, modifies the game in some way, those are not actually going to be making it. So if you're a minion and you go Baron, well, you do a whole lot of nothing as far as I can tell.
But we're going to add in an extra outsider because we know that Ash is going to pick Fangu. So
yeah, that's the other thing, right? Fangu doesn't add an outsider to a setup ability. The Kazali can't make an arbitrary number of outsiders. The setup ability of choosing what your minions are also don't come into play. The only other real special rule is that the summoner, a minion can't pick a summoner, but a demon can. So if you're a demon and you choose to go summoner, you summon someone on night 3 and essentially, I guess in that case, add an extra evil person to the game at the cost of, not killing for 2 nights.
2 questions, Steve.
Let's go, Mark.
Heretic is still in?
Heretic is absolutely in. It is a valid choice. If multiple people pick Heretic, then the game, then it gets interesting what happens. If you pick Heretic, that's definitely one of the characters that would make me say, are you sure you don't want to reconsider? Thereby signaling to the evil team that it is in play. But at this point, I have no reason to outright ban the Heretic based on Patter's rule set. He's cool with it, so you know what? If Patters can handle it, so can we.
What about Philo Lunatic?
Philo Lunatic would be, I guess, technically possible. I can't stop you from doing that, but it wouldn't do much. So have fun. Ash.
Do we need to add in a Spirit of Ivory, or are you allowing those weird shenanigans?
We're allowing all the weird shenanigans that you possibly can. I have no plans for Spirit of Ivory at this time.
You might change your mind if things get a little too wild.
It's interesting, right? Like
bounty hunter.
Like there's a lot of options, which is the
Mez.
only concern I have.
like bounty hunter is a choice that good makes, right? Mez is a choice that evil makes. And Fangu, if an evil makes a Fangu, in that case, then there's only 2 outsiders out there, so it makes it harder to jump. If you're picking summoner, I guess that's another way to get like an extra evil.
Yeah,
it is technically possible to have a lot of extra evil, but that's the fun of Whalebuffet.
What about Lord of Typhon? We make our neighbors evil then, or no?
Lord of Typhon that's all setup ability, so it would basically do nothing. Johnny.
But
I kind of want to combine. Neutral Steve had a question. I think earlier Ash had a question. Does evil learn? Like, do they learn who each other picked before they pick?
No.
And if not, if let's say 2 people pick the same minion, is one of them drunk, or could one of them be drunk?
Absolutely. The storyteller says if two people pick the same character, one or more of the extras may be drunk. Doesn't have to be, but it's storyteller discretion. So if you all go Mez, well, I'm probably drunk in some of you. And no, you will not learn what your evil team picks. Those choices are independently made at the start of the night before anything else happens. And just especially for like keeping the night running as fast as I can, I definitely will not be looping you guys in on what you each other are picking.
Johnny did go ahead and kind of repeat the question I put in public chat, which was, does the evil team learn who the minions and demons are before they pick their character?
No.
Okay.
They don't
So
like
you have to pick your character and then you'll learn.
The first thing I'm going to do is have you all pick your character.
Sorry, Steve.
And then after that, I will go on.
Which is why you wouldn't get it at all. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't, especially because, somebody could go magician and Puppy Girl. They won't learn anything until all that resolves.
Right.
Is this the first time Whalebuffet has been on the Monday night stream?
It is the first time it's been on our Monday night stream, yes. The last time we ran it was just straight up regular buffet. Whalebucket. All right. I'm going to go ahead and send you guys to sleep so I can start getting the rolls. Like, there's no bag building, right? I mean, I guess I build a bag real quick. In fact, let me go talk with chat real quick. But like the standard bag is the standard bag and there's no modifications. But I will point out there is a sentinel in place, so we could modify the outsider count based on the sentinel if we so choose. Hey, players. All right. So this is where we have to make a couple of choices. Basic is 2 minions, one demon, 2 minions, 2 outsiders, 7 townsfolk. Now, if we want to do a marionette, if we want to force a marionette, we put an extra townsfolk into the bag. If we want to force a lunatic, we would put an extra demon into the bag, etc. I don't think I want to do that. I think I'm fine with just letting it roll as is. But does chat have any like strong feelings about it? I think we just run it like this and see what they do. All right, I could do a +1 sentinel. I think I'm fine with letting it run as is.
To there. To the end, to the eye, to the.
What the heck was that, rock and roller? Ooh woo. All right, let's pass this out. McKay Mark minions. Ash is the demon, just like predicted. Incoming Fangu. We'll see.
Heck, 1040.
All right, you should now have your roles. There was a question that was sent to me that said, what about magician? Since you pick characters before evil learns each other, magician is just fine. You go magician, they'll learn you as one of the minions, then the demon.
That was why I asked the question.
All right. Good night, everyone. The first thing we're going to do before anything happens is I'm going to send you to make a choice. So hopefully you've been thinking about what you want. Good night, everyone.
I mean, Ash has to pick her time first. It's fine.
I figured. 47 still up?
Yep.
Mine.
All right, Johnny Ace.
11. I'm going. Well, it doesn't matter.
Phone is charging watching on TV.
Yes.
Can't talk, take your awesome
0,
pings.
Wow.
It must be Math
Oh,
Blade.
no.
Thanks for
Oh,
the
no,
awesome
you're really
pings,
going
Math
11
Blade.
up too. Okay. Okay.
Oh god.
Steve.
I stepped away from it. Is a 40H taken?
Nope.
48 is not taken.
1, 2,
48 is
3,
now
4,
yours.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Nina.
9, 10, 11, 12. It won't let me do it.
Rob.
Oh no. It's 37.
Yeah, 47 was taken, but you're double
It
taking.
was 37.
I said 37.
Oh, I think I just
Stevie
screwed it up.
163 Whaleum dance.
We have
Stevie
37,
163 Whaleum dance.
that's what
Stevie
confused me.
163 Whaleum dance. We eating good tonight, chat.
Yeah, we'll go 52.
Tiffy.
Let's go 44.
We're choosing characters so we can rig this if we want, for what it's worth.
You can always break it if you have the ability to wake at night.
No. Oh yeah, fair enough. If you have the ability to.
Steve,
I've had it where I've been the last one that would wake, and I could have chosen to rig
I
it for
think
myself,
we'll-
and I didn't.
Yeah, I think we're all playing from a point of good faith at this point.
Yes, we are.
I'm going to 1036, FYI.
That you
Hey,
pinging me
Steve.
over and over, Mark? Oh, I'm muted.
Not to make it complicated. I'm muted.
No, I was muted. You keep pinging me over and over. What's up?
Are you doing the psychopath golem jink? Can I pretend to be a golem during nominations, nominate somebody, and kill them so I don't have to do it before, and then later on, if they put me in the block, claim psychopath and break madness? Are you ruling
Technically
that ruling or not?
speaking, since both characters are on the script, that Jinx has to be in play. I'm
Okay, so I
not
can
fully
make a nom-
aware of the Jinx, but it's from what I understand, right, is that you can if the Golem and the Psychopath are both on the script, you can pretend. I'm just trying to find it in this long list of Jinxes.
If you don't want to do it, that's just
No,
if you
I'm
don't wanna
fine
do
with
I'm
it.
fine with not doing that.
I'm fine with it. I'm just trying to find it on this list of Jinxes, but it might not be in the app.
It basically, when I read it last night when I was setting aside, basically I can pretend to be Gollum, claim Gollum, and I don't nominate till I break madness and say, I'm mad that I'm the Gollum, so I can go after, when noms start. But then later on, if I break madness, I get the psychopath ability back. So it's a way to hide psychopath.
Right. So I'm looking at the wording of the Jinx. Why don't I see it?
I found if you go to Stephen Medway's tweets, that's the fastest way. That's what. But again, if you don't want, if it's too
is it
complicated,
officially
you don't wanna
in?
deal with it,
Is it officially
Yeah,
in the
well,
game?
It's in Stephen Medway's tweets. So is that in the game or not? That's
Not everything that's in his tweets is actually makes it
Yeah.
into the game.
So that's what I'm asking you. If you want, if you don't want, if it's too much of a
All right.
hassle, I'm fine with not doing it. I'm just asking if it's an option.
Okay, I'm gonna say, since I don't see it listed anywhere on the wiki or anything, I'm gonna say it's not currently an official Jinx, so we won't be allowing that.
Okay, then I'm just gonna go. I might as well just tell you. I think I'm gonna go. I haven't been out in evil in a while. I'm gonna go Vizier.
Vizier, all right, Vizier it is. Thanks, Mark.
Thanks.
We did not invent Whalebucket. It's existed for a long while.
Yeah.
I don't know when it started.
Did Whalebucket come after Fish Bucket or before?
Presumably.
All right, here's. This is the long night. Yeah, it's not in yet. I do like the Jinx. I just don't think it's there. I mean, McKay picked Goblin because, of course. What? I bet McKay pretends to be Alchemist. All right, one Philosopher. We're gonna edit this downtime out. Ooh, Grandmother. What a choice. Empath. Okay. Ash. Leech, huh, Ash?
Yep, I
that
thought of this matchup. I forgot that I had thought about this, but I did think about this inside. Yeah, no, I also am really sexed. I thought I had a really good pick for townsfolk, and that's not gonna happen.
That's unfortunate. You can still bluff it.
No, God no, because it will be immediately figured out because freaking chambermaid is super strong.
Oh, I see.
And also all-knowing. I figured that'd be really good on this script because it's a case where people would not be thinking about it and would definitely be bluffing things that are incorrect.
Makes sense, yeah.
Is
Is Lee sort of hedging your bets against the Ash is always the Fang Goo meta?
Less of that and more that I can't screw up so totally.
Fair. Okay.
But it'll be less of my fault if I manage to lose, where it'd be entirely my fault if I get myself on the flag. I just need to manage to keep my person alive, which probably will decide what I should be bluffing. So, yep.
All right. Well, Leech it is. Thank you, Ash. Good luck.
Yeah. Don't I get a team or no?
I haven't finished processing everyone yet. I just came to talk to you because I had to.
Fair enough.
Had to talk about your choice. Oh, we're getting a Whaleium splash.
The demon and the townsfolk were the two decisions I had made already. I wasn't completely sure on what outsider or minion I would have gone, but those were the two I had figured out.
Perfect. All right. Thanks, Ash.
Yep. See ya.
All right. Johnny Ace becomes oh, that's a choice. Snake Charmer. Snake Charmer next to the demon Ash. Okay, so neutral Steve. All right. We got an ogre. Nina. You bringing me so I get to pick a character too?
Yes, I'm being nice to chat. I thought chat and you would have fun with it. So.
That's very fun. Chat, start thinking about what ability we want when Nina dies. First of all, that's an amazing choice. It's a very fun choice. And also, as far as outsiders go, it's a pretty good, it's a fun choice.
It's provable, right? If we
it
have
can be.
Stuff happening, it can be. And then on top of that, I'm going to click damsel, so.
Yeah, perfect.
Also, I'm not that crazy.
Yeah, you could go damsel for real.
No.
All right.
I want everyone to have fun, and that would be an unfun thing.
I know I'm going to have fun with this.
All right, good. I'm glad. I want chat to have fun, too. Let me know. You can let me know.
Chat's getting really happy right now, I'll tell you that much.
Good. Okay.
I told them to give me ideas, and they're coming in.
Good. All right.
All right, thanks. What is it with Nina and always getting... Okay, so this is our first double pick. Rob and Juan have both taken Philosopher, which means one of them is drunk. In this case, because it's funny, I kind of want to do Juan. Ooh, Tiffy's going Minstrel. Minstrel is kind of countered by the Vizier, right? And a start knowing roll from Jeffy, team player. Okay.
Off not telling me at all.
All right, I've gone around the circle. You should all have gotten a response from me, a thumbs up once I process your choice. If you haven't, then ping me so I can make sure. But you should all have roll set, and now we can officially start the first night.
Sick Nick, you were supposed to be here.
Yeah,
yeah, you were right.
Wait, throw me under the bus. Okay. So, first night. So the other thing I did is I turned on the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, because on Whalebucket you can't really scroll down this. So I'm doing the numbers. So from the first night, Philo, we're gonna set our noble pings. Only one evil. So I'm gonna put McKay. I'm gonna put Tiffy. And I'm going to put Kimpatsu. It's actually true, right? Every single one of these people won't mind being in the noble pings. I feel like Vizier's the meanest one, so I'm not going to do Vizier. All right. The leech host is going to be very important, but I'm going to go to Juan first.
been meaning to submit for the longest time, I think.
Hey Juan.
What's up?
So in a role where you can pick to be any role, you've chosen to be a role that later picks to be a role.
Yes, for two reasons. One,
I want to hear this.
Who else will decide to pick a philosopher? Like in the world where you can pick whatever you want to be, why would anyone pick to be a delayed pick?
I agree.
This is the
Okay.
highest chance that I will not be conflicting with anybody else, and I will not be drunk.
Fair. Okay.
Like, this is the safest way to choose a role. So I'm not Whalebuffet drunk by the Whalebuffet choices.
Listen, I would never have considered this play, but you've convinced me. What's second?
Yeah. Second thing. Not only am I gonna be as certain as I can that I'm not drunk, but this also opens the possibility for me to choose an outsider role.
That is also true. You can become an outsider for funsies.
Correct. And I wanna feel the game day one. If the game just if it just goes bonkers, I'm gonna take up a play from one of the people that I played with a couple of times when I was running Whalebuffet, that goes Philo, and then chooses to be the goon for no reason whatsoever. So I'm gonna sense day one, and then I'll make my decision on night 2.
All right, I do definitely like this. So based on that, can I assume you're not using it tonight?
Not tonight.
All right. Good luck, Juan. Oh my God. Now I feel bad for making him be the drunk. Do I change it because I want him to consider going forward? No, nope. I've already made my choice.
Hello.
Hey, Rob, I gotta ask. I didn't even consider this. In a world where you can be anything, you chose to be something that can later become anything.
Yes, there's a really good logical reason for it. I don't know if Chad agrees with me, but
let's hear it.
Okay, so let's say I pick a popular character first, right? Say Bounty Hunter, or someone else picks it. Then I might be drunk unknowingly, or be told I can't pick it, right? But by picking the only person picking Philosopher, which no one else is going to do because it's stupid, because you can just pick whatever you want, right?
Absolutely.
This way, I can talk to other players, find out what other people have picked, if they're willing to tell me the truth, avoid those characters, and then pick something that would be powerful that I know won't be drunk, because it'll just drunk something else. Like if I pick like the, I don't know, Snake Charmer, right? And there are a Snake Charmer in there. I know now the Snake Charmer is actually drunk, and I know I'm the real Snake Charmer, like that kind of a thing, right?
I mean, that's I hadn't really considered that, but I think you've convinced me. It's a pretty good play.
Yeah, it's not a bad play. Maybe it's horrible. I don't know, but it's okay. I don't want to use it tonight, though.
I was going to say, based on that, it sounds like you don't want to use it tonight.
That's correct. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Rob.
No, that's 5 day one, which is not easy for me. So
no. I mean, just claim Goblin. You'll be fine.
I may have to.
They both have the same logic, which is actually really sad. Okay. Let's go to Ash.
Hello.
Hey, Ash. Okay, so I'm going to send the cards real quick.
I would love that too.
These are
I
your
also
minions.
like hearing it aloud because I trust it more.
And then I'll say, this is the demon to your minions.
I love the choosing a minion token as a placeholder. That is so nice.
It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I can put it on my minions, so I have absolutely no clue what they could possibly be.
So yeah, so your minions are McKay and Mark.
Mark is showing up incorrectly, I think, for me.
Well, Grizzly 63.
Yes. I doubt that's intentional. I don't know if he's noticed or if that's
that's his default name. I think he hasn't changed it since the app updated.
Got it. Gotcha. Cool. I assume now I'm meant to pick a person.
Yes, go ahead and pick a host.
I have not put much thought into this, mainly because I didn't even know who my minions were going to be.
Fair.
I feel like it could be beneficial to put them next to a person. And I feel like McKay might be the person to put them next to. Who won't want to die willingly?
That's a good...
Yeah, I think I'll put it on... I think Juan ends up dying early often, so I will give it to Jeffy.
All right. Jeffy it is. Thank you, Ash.
Wonderful. Thanks.
the unfortunate reality of this is that's probably the worst pick, just because the first start knowing well that's willing to die. And now I don't know what I do with the start knowing information. Hey, Johnny.
Hello,
So
Steve. Happy
you decided
end of
to wake up and play with
Pride?
fire.
Yes. Well, okay. So I was thinking of going Village Idiot just to screw with Juan again, because he would never believe me.
Uh-huh.
But I thought I could bluff Village Idiot with Snake Charmer. I might also bluff Fortune Teller because I love bluffing Fortune Teller. So there are ways around it, and I'm hoping to die.
Okay.
I hope sound executes me before I jump, but I am slightly cowardly because tonight I don't want to night one Snake Charming.
Okay.
That I feel feels bad for me. So I'm just gonna pick myself tonight.
All right. You went and played with fire, but then
we'll see how tomorrow goes.
You were playing
No.
safe with fire.
I'm just
tonight.
educated playing with fire, right? Educated. That's important.
All right. Thanks, Johnny. You think I should give the Vizier? You think I should put 2 actual evils in the ping? 2 goods and Ash? That's still sober.
Hello.
Hey, Mark, were you pinging me again?
Were you asking me to make a choice as a Vizier, or that was a mistake?
No. I asked you to make a choice at the beginning, and then I haven't asked you to make a choice since then.
Okay, I see it. I just got a thing that says make a choice, Ash's demon, and that's all it sent me. And I'm like, okay, Is there a magician?
Make a choice. You made the choice, and then you came and talked to me instead of sending me one. And then Ash is your demon, McKay's the other minion.
Right, I only saw one the first one. Okay, cool. Got it.
Cool. Thanks.
Thanks.
It was Ash that was pinging me.
Hi.
Hey, Ash. What's up?
I realize it's not really that important on this script, but I would still like bluffs.
Nope. No bluffs in Whalebuffet.
No?
Nope.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
No bluffs needed.
Not on the bootlegger. I swear I just looked. And saw,
I don't know that the rules say that or not, but I'm making an official ruling. No bluffs.
I guess that's fair. All right. You didn't miss anything then. All right. Thanks.
Yeah, you don't need bluffs. All right. Bye.
I mean, no, but I was just curious what you'd give me.
Yeah.
You know?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Bye.
Hello.
Hey, Kimpatsu. Going empath, just getting a little bit of vibes for your neighbors.
Exactly. I want to have a little bit of a, can I trust my peeps or not?
Yeah. And we're going to go ahead and give you a 1.
Oh, well, so apparently I cannot trust my peeps.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
don't trust them.
Get them both killed. Get some more info.
Yep. Enjoy.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Okay. Do we send the grandmother to the noble? I should have picked a grandchild and I didn't. I think I'm going to send to Tiffy.
Hello.
Mist, you chose to be a good little grandma.
I did. I feel like in Whalebuffet, no one wants to go you start knowing roles, and I feel like that loses out on so much information. I'm trying to solve the game. I'm ready to win.
That's interesting. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to give you a little bit of start knowing. You know that your grandchild, Tiffy, is the minstrel.
Tiffy is the minstrel.
And you have her fan, too. You can go taunt her with it.
I almost win minstrel myself, so this is great. I'm glad I didn't drunk her, and I actually get to work with her. Perfect.
Yeah. All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
What was that? You were saying that in the noble pings, I should do what? I should go put Ash with the Vizier in the noble pings. That might be good enough coverage. Won't that confirm to Jeffy that she's definitely the poisoned one. We have a Vizier and a Leech, and they're both inner pings. I feel like that's the worst pick I could make.
Hello.
Jeffy, look at you. You're so responsible. You're picking a start knowing role.
Nobody ever picks start knowing roles, and you need them somewhere, so.
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, I'm going to tell you 3 players, only one of which is evil.
Okay.
McKay.
I knew it.
Mark. Or Grizzly63, as his name is currently saying.
That's Mark.
And Kimpatsu.
Ooh, you give me nobody on that side of the Grim? Interesting.
Yeah, those are your 3.
All right, thanks, guys.
Enjoy. All right, 7, Neutral Steve. All right,
Hello.
Neutral Steve, you decided to go Ogre.
That's right.
What's your thought process behind Ogre?
I figured I can just be a teammate, be on somebody's team, and I'll probably do something ridiculous like just claim cult leader the whole time.
Okay, I love it. There's so much shenanigans on this script. Who's going to be your friend? Who are you picking on your first night?
I'm going to kind of, because I was thinking about doing the cult leader thing, I want to kind of go away from my neighbors, so I'm going to pick Tiffy.
All right, Tiffy is now your friend. You and Tiffy are linked intrinsically.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
That's everyone. Oh, no, I got to announce Mark when we wake up. But other than that, that's everyone. We did it. Johnny picked themselves. All right, that was a fairly long first night, but we did it in 20 minutes, including characters. I did give empath info, yeah. Tiffy does have a whole family going. All right. Let's wake him up.
I just kind of want to know what.
All right, real quick, before I wake you guys up, is there anyone that feels like they don't know what character they are and or they didn't get information they feel like they should have? Please ping me.
Did you mean to wake up and you didn't? This is your time.
Because, like, yeah, I want to make sure I got your character straight versus what you think you are. All right. I think we're good.
You couldn't have done this 2 minutes ago.
Oh, 46.
Good morning, everyone. Unfortunately, I ate too much at the Vegas whale buffet and died. It was an all-you-can-eat whale buffet, like literally whales, and my stomach exploded.
That's illegal.
I know I'm supposed to be running the room at the con. I won't be able to make it. It's just going to be my ghost floating around. In my place, you can always go ahead and point any questions at my Vizier, Mark, aka Grizzly63.
I will say I'm actually the alchemist Vizier, believe it or not. But
Oh, Mark, you're the Vizier?
Mark's the Vizier.
I'm the alchemist Vizier. I went alchemist and I got Vizier.
No, it's fine. It's actually probably.
I'm gonna tear this to shreds. If you don't believe me, you're the minstrel. I'm your grandma.
I am the minstrel. You are my grandma. That's why I said that sucks that Mark is the Vizier.
I know this is really devastating.
We should kill him to see if he's actually a minion.
But that we can't kill him.
Well, if he's the alchemist, we can.
He would have the Vizier ability, and he can't die during the day.
Thank you, Grandma, for stealing my goddamn fan.
Here's actually one thing we can do. If we think it's in Minstrel Day, we can kill him.
Yes.
So
but we have to kill the other minion first.
Yeah.
I'm just realizing now the irony of both minions being unkillable, essentially. I don't actually know the lore behind it. Patter, someone get Patter's lore. Both minions can't die, and Minstrel is sad.
Brilliant.
Love the damsel.
It's great. I will tell you that I'm either the empath or the fortune teller who checked my neighbors.
Cool. I was
Future
actually
note,
hoping if I got
don't go
townsfolk, I
minstrel.
think I was going to go empath. Good luck.
You as well.
Maybe picked a role that makes it so that I don't have a lot of stress in this game.
You are okay. Once again, valid play. Let me preface this by saying valid play. But a person choosing a first night info role in Whalebuffet, wild.
Yeah, it's great.
Wild.
I love it.
It's Jeffy.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think about it.
Okay, cool.
But I'm not. Wait, who's the other ping?
It's Steve.
Okay, cool. I am not.
What are you?
So
Investigator ping.
I'm not gonna tell you now. I don't trust you.
Okay. Why?
Don't know yet.
No, not sure yet. Okay. All right. Cool. Then talk to you later.
See ya.
We're both lollipops.
All right. Good luck with your lollipopping.
You can also be a lollipop if you would like.
Okay.
Good.
What would you like to do, Shay?
Yeah, William, it's Whalebuffet. So they all chose which role they wanted to be.
I am a first night info role. I'm not sharing my role or my information yet in case there is a cannibal or an undertaker. And if we need Vortox food, I'm fine to die.
Then I'll share that I am a protection role of some sort.
Okay. Sounds fun.
Fair enough.
Don't protect me at any point in time because
yeah, you're not worth my time.
No, not at all. 100% not at all.
I'm a village idiot. I picked Jeffy and I got evil, so to be drunk.
Ooh, okay.
Cool. But I think I've heard of another one.
All right.
It's
yes,
so
I did
much
talk to another
food.
BI, so.
It's like a buffet of tokens spread out.
Oh, how are you?
Good.
So I understand that you're going with Alchemist. I will definitely keep that in mind.
There's no way for me to prove it, Jeffy. I mean, I went Alchemist. Steve gave me a Vizier, but I mean, either way, I'm gonna listen and see what people say, but there's no way for me to prove that whether I'm good or evil, so it doesn't really matter. I'm the Vizier either way. So.
Yep, exactly. I've said to everybody, I'm a first night roll. In case there's
Do you
a
want me to
or
push it through on you so we have?
I don't really care.
If you have
Yeah, you're more than welcome to push it through on me. I don't really care.
No. Cue the no meme.
Up or something.
Okay.
Cue the no meme.
Mark or something.
All right, welcome back to town, everyone. It is normally the time where we look at the one, maybe two carefully selected shenanigans and let people do their shenanigans. Unfortunately, this is not that. This is Whalebuffet, and there's a whole shenanigans section at the buffet for you to choose from. So raise your hand. I'll let you pick your flavor of shenanigan until you guys get bored. Let's start with Neutral Steve.
Yes, I am this town's cult leader, or maybe one of them. Who knows? But I like to go with the alternate win conditions on Whalebuffet, and so at worst, I'm just a ripcord. Like, hey, if this game gets too silly, I just call for a cult. We all vote on it. We're good to go. So right now, I'd like to call for the cult of First Night Jitters.
All right, if you'd like to join Steve's cult of First Night Jitters, go ahead and raise your hand. I'm giving Mist a second to replace that bug. In 3, 2, 1, the cult has not been formed.
We needed Mark.
Rob?
I never vote on cults. Rob can tell you that, unless I'm the cult leader.
Yes. I would like to claim Slayer and shoot Mark.
Rob would like to claim Slayer and shoot Mark. The game goes on.
I mean, unless it's a little monster game, Mark is provably not the demon.
That was a good shout, though. That was very good.
Why does that feel like the Family Feud thing where everyone just says good answer?
Good job. Good job.
Good answer. Good answer.
It's Family Feud style.
Jeffy.
I am a first night roll. I've only shared my information with one person. In case there is an Undertaker or cannibal out there, I'm happy to be Vortox food today.
Juan. Mark is Grizzly.
First night roll. I had just had this conversation with somebody else where I was like, first night rolls in Whalebuffet are wild. But let's trust Jeffy for a second because Jeffy is willing to be nominated and executed. Why not? Let's do this. Also, there's a fortune teller yes on Ash and somebody else that might be good confirmed, and that good confirmed has an evil ping on Jeffy. So I would like to also here guess Jeffy as a minion, Mark as a minion, and Ash as the Fangu.
One, you have to guess the demon type. If I'm
I told you I did not go
That's
fate
what
and
you
Q.
do.
If you're gonna guess something,
Heard.
choose anything else.
Missed.
I want to corroborate Juan's information. I am a village idiot. I did pick Jeffy. I got evil. So if you're offering yourself up, I think that's great. I think we should go with it. That's all I will say.
Impatsu.
There's a Danielle.
I would like to gossip that if I were a sober and healthy tea lady, neither of my neighbors would be safe.
Gossip. Heard. Johnny.
I would like to gossip that Juan, Tiffy, Neutral Steve, and Nina are good.
Gossip. Heard.
One,
Tiffy. Going back for seconds.
I didn't get.
Oh, you
first.
didn't. You're right. You didn't. You did put your hand down before I called on you.
Tiffy, Ninja Nina, and
Tiffy.
Steve.
I would like to start the cult of doing this.
What is the description of this? I mean, I get it, but for our
anybody-
visually impaired viewers,
Anybody who wants to mimic Rob and what he is doing with his face right now.
that literally doesn't help our visually impaired. It's basically leaning into your hand. If you'd like to join the cult of doing what Rob's doing, put your hands up in 3,
This is a lot harder
2,
for me than all of you.
1.
Good job,
The
Ash.
cult has not been formed.
Because this tracking is not completely accurate to the position in real life.
You did brilliant for that.
Good job, Juan.
I was yes, ableist
Alright.
against VIs.
Jeffy, is that a nom hand?
Oh, sorry.
All right, Juan.
Oh no, my bad.
Since it's a shenanigans script,
Oh, that's
they
just
to
your
all
face.
players talk with
I
an
do.
Australian accent. Thoughts?
That would be funny, William, but I can't do that to my player. All right, noms are open.
I would like to nominate Jeffy, please.
Was that missed?
Yes, it is.
Tell us why.
Again, I am a village idiot. I have an evil on Jeffy. Jeffy is so
I
kindly
can't do
offered
that to him,
himself
William.
up to be Vortox food. So
We
let's
can do it
see
to
if
missed.
this is actually a good.
Jeffy?
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that. I mean, keep it at 6 in case there's actual evil things out there. But yeah.
Yeah, can I add quickly pertinent? There is a cannibal.
6 is the number.
Oh, so the cannibal can also become the boom. Oh, wait.
Jeffy, who was the stream start champ?
It is a tie between Ash and McKay.
6 is enough. Jeffy's now on the block. Is it?
I guess we should kill Asher McKay, but I'm not going to snipe it from Jeffy again because it was rude when I did it previously.
Mark, you should push us through.
Oh, I forgot this is a Vizier game.
We've already got 6. I'd like to, I want to see voting patterns first.
Okay, that sounds like Mark wants to push it on somebody else.
Yeah. So be
So
very
Jeff is
mindful.
probably a minion. Let's not nominate.
I seriously think Jeffy's the boom dandy.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's fine.
Vizier can't
guess
die
we'll
during
get
the
in
day,
first,
so
that's
we get a
fine.
final 2.
Second call for nominations.
No, Vizier would just be part of the final 3.
Well, part of the final 4.
Jeffy,
What?
aren't you supposed
Day
to
2,
nominate
by the
either
way.
Ash or McKay?
No, it would just be Vizier would just be part of the final
I'm
3.
supposed
right?
to, but I'm
Boom
torn
dandy
because
goes
they're
down to 3.
tied.
It goes down to 3, but if someone can't die, you
You're
can
gonna break
four
out
people
your
die.
own rules.
All right, for at least town crier information, Jeffy
You
nominates
can.
that.
Jeffy nominates Ash. Tell us more.
Town crier, possibly out there. Flower girl can get some more information. I can vote. And witch check. At least I know I'm not witch cursed now, so there's that.
Ash, your defense.
Probably none. This isn't a fully real nomination, but Jeffy keeping her promises.
6 will tie.
I
7 will
was
put
really
Ash on the block.
curious to see if I died there for how badly Tiffy wanted me to nominate. I was like, I'm witch curse. We have to kill Tiffy.
I don't think Mark knows. I don't think he knows.
So getting forced through. I'm sorry. Oh no.
Yeah, of course
Oh
it is.
no.
Yeah, I hate
Yeah,
this.
it's getting pushed through.
4
Hey,
is
what?
not enough.
No.
Oh, we really should have killed Ash, guys.
Okay, so Jeff is the minion.
Mark
Ash
wants
is the
the
Fangu.
kaboom.
Ash is the Fangu. I've heard of it.
I think Ash is the. I'm so convinced Ash is the Fangu.
No,
Ash,
if that's
I'm the
true though,
tinker.
Juan, and you are the Elsa here, then the game would
I
be
have a
over.
storyteller. Can I have a storyteller consult?
Sure, Tiffy. What's up, Tiffy?
How does a boom dandy interact with a minstrel?
How does a boom dandy interact with a minstrel? So a boom dandy, when they die, it goes off, everyone explodes.
No, because when a minstrel dies, everybody's drunk. But like the minstrel ability says when a minion dies.
Yeah, I'm trying to rectify how those would interact in my brain. So
Okay,
I
so
think
since you haven't thought about it, I won't.
I'm pretending not to think about it, Tiffy. But yes, if a boom dandy goes off and they're immediately died by execution, they'd be drunk because of the minstrel, I suppose, and then would not blow up. Chat, let me know what you think.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
Anything.
What do we think about that interaction? It's a bad interaction.
Let's blow this popsicle stand.
Final call. Bringing this day to a close.
Let's boom this dandy.
In 3, 2,
I have a
1.
name, Juan.
Jeffy has been executed and dies.
And so
As does Ash. The game is now over. Congratulations goes to our good team.
Leech.
What the hell, you guys? We spent so much time setting up this game.
I knew there was no way I was getting out of it, and my minions, I had not talked to them.
Ash,
to tell them
your
that we could not
leech,
kill them.
thought she would give herself a little bit of insurance and go with the leech, and then in a random shot in the dark, pick Jeffy, your starting noble, who was indeed leech poisoned. It was probably unfortunately one of the worst picks that Ash could have made. It's just random. You have no way to know that, right? But in Jeffy's noble pings included Mark, your actual vizier, not the alchemist vizier, as Mark claimed, Kinpatsu, the empath, with a 1 on the demon, and your last on McKay, the actual goblin. There were 2 evils in your pings. Which, based on Tiffy's reaction over there, our minstrel could absolutely do nothing in this game because neither minion could really get executed and satisfy Tiffy's condition.
You want to tell everyone's choices?
I'm going through it. Yeah. So Tiffy, the minstrel, was seen by Miss the grandmother. Nice confirmation change. By the way, Neutral Steve is the ogre who picked Tiffy and wins with good. Congratulations on that. Johnny Ace decided to go as the snake charmer and self-pick because they were a little scared of doing it on night 1. They said, night 2 I'll pick. There is no night 2. Use it when you can. Our other outsider being Nina, the plague doctor, who wanted to give me an ability and said I could choose 2 and wrote me in to the thing. And then the last players, Rob, who blew my mind and said, hey, I know I could pick to be anything, but I'm going to pick to be the character that can pick later on, the philosopher, joined with the exact same logic and reasoning by Juan, your other counterpart philosopher, who is currently drunk.
Yeah, I knew there was no saving that from my end, so I just kind of gave up.
Ash, if I'd gotten 1 good vote on me, Mark could have pushed it through and we would have won.
I didn't know. I thought about nominating
You
you.
really should have chatted. I should have prioritized.
We spent so long setting it up and it all ended in chaos.
I'm ready for a speed Whalebuffet. I'm ready.
Somebody in chat, by the way, William donated $8 to say, hey, since it's a fun game, can you make everyone speak in Australian accents tomorrow, which is a nice callback for Miss. But you know what? There is no day 2, so take that. Okay, so we've seen how it works. We've seen the worst case scenario. It's out. We've got it. With day 1 re-rack is done, right? Chaos. Listen, day 1 chaos and re-racks and things that should never happen happening on Whalebucket is kind of our bread and butter. So here's what we're gonna do.
pretty normal, honestly. Like, this is such a normal scenario that could happen.
Instead of an immediate redirect because of how long I think it's going to take, I'm going to go to our break now, and then when we come back, we're going to do a short break, and then we're going to come back into game 2. So,
script or different script?
We're still doing Whalebuffet. What are you talking about? We barely got to even see it.
All night.
We're going back for seconds. We're going back for thirds. We're going back for the dessert. There's all kinds of Whalebucket to come.
Hey, Steve, can you make a rule?
Baby.
Should you make a rule that you can't choose the same character you chose this time?
No.
No, hell no. You can pick whatever you want. That's the fun of Whalebucket. We'll be back in a minute.
Back now.
One. All right, day one re-racks are around. Will we make it 2 for 2? We're about to find out. Chat and I already pre-selected this during the break, so I'm going to pass out these rolls. We are playing, if you're not aware, Whalebuffet. Every character in Clocktower except for Atheist and Pit Hag and Engineer are valid choices. Other than the Drunk, the Lunatic, and the Marionette cannot be chosen, but if we pre-chose them, then we will put like one less minion or outsider in play and put an extra townsfolk to make up for it. So I'm going to go ahead and pass these out and send you guys to sleep. Wow.
Oh, now I'm definitely going Boom Daddy. Or, I mean, oops, sorry.
One of the ones I didn't decide was minion, though. I don't know what the best minion is. Like, what is the best minion? And in case you don't know who the other minions will be, to know what they would by default go for.
First step, everyone make
That's
a choice.
A real question.
I might be inclined to
Will
go
we see the same meta as last time?
So
I forgot Boffin existed. That would be the pick. That would be the pick I would choose. That's low stakes enough.
Would the demon get to pick their Boffin ability in that case?
Ooh, I feel like you can make a case for it.
That would be really cool.
But yeah, I think that'd be lovely to do. Be like, hi, pick your Boffin ability.
All right.
The way
Let's start with Mark. The demon imp. All right, Mark's the imp. I'm going to leave them so you can hear him talking.
I think the way it is
all right, let's check our minions.
They are drunk.
Boom Dandy.
Step, which means it cannot happen.
All right.
Like,
let's round out our evil team.
Similar to the goblin.
Wizard.
If you consider the other abilities working at the same time as well, like the Vizier can't be killed during a Boom Dandy because it's still during the day. The Vizier's ability is so active, so everyone's abilities is still working, including the minstrels, preventing everyone from dying.
You know, why do I get the impression you were sitting on this pick and you had something planned?
I do. I'm gonna help you out again. So I was really looking forward to helping you out. So I'm gonna say that each day, Evil Steve and Chat get to pick a character on script to be, whether it's good or evil. Based on how the game is going. If evil's winning, you can take a good character. If good is winning, then you can take an evil character.
Okay, I do like that wish, and it's a fun wish, and it helps me and Chat get into it. That's you know what? You're the best, Nina. You're so giving. You use your asset ability to give us like choices, and you're using your wizard ability to also give us choices, and also make the game really fun.
Yep.
Okay. Now, I can't officially acknowledge your wish until the game starts and after everyone picks their characters, but I see no reason why I would deny that wish.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thank you, Nina.
Bye.
Very fun.
Oh, it's not in place. I know what else I can do.
Let's look at the...
useful. Tell me, like, Zealot, Tinker, Steward or something.
High Priestess.
There's more roles not in play
Yeah.
than there are in play.
Exactly. It's pointless, but I want to know anyway.
Acrobat.
Because it'll make me feel like I have more information, even though I really don't.
You want to know
That's a solid,
what
interesting
somebody hasn't
choice.
chosen. That's what you want.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because it's fun.
Commencing Chaz in 3,
The only reason I thought you were Boom Dandy is because you were hesitant to nominate whoever.
Jorvius, amazing Texas speech.
Day one start.
Definitely chaos coming.
That was my only chance of convincing you not to nominate Jeffy, but I really had nothing in mind.
Ash is
I had to deal
taking
with it.
chambermaid.
I do love the fact that the two people that were tied for the win were both evil. So,
But you could have nominated
Tiffy's
me.
not
It would've been
choosing.
fine.
I did.
And nominating
McKay,
either
virgin.
one of them would have been terrible for good.
Yeah. Actually, no. Probably nominating you wouldn't have been
Well,
terrible.
nominating you probably would have been
Because you would have
fine,
found out
but-
I'm the leech, and you would not have died via board.
Tiffy wants
It
Tea
would've been
Lady.
fine,
That's a solid choice.
But it would have been good
That's-
for me to some degree.
That just means I push on my information, Ash, which is not. I mean, it's not It's helpful for towns. They have two evils.
Okay, so it better be
Yeah,
summer.
you got 2 evils, but you can't kill one of them, and killing the other would be beneficial for us. So
Exactly.
All right. Rob's going heretic.
I'm good with that.
Jeffrey, who did you tell that you were a night 1 roll?
I told everybody that I was a night 1 roll.
Including
the only person that I told
All right,
that I
this
was
is-
a noble.
This is an interesting choice. So heretic is really, really a game-altering sort of thing. So I can use my incoming wizard wish to somehow help evil. Or help Pit Haggam, maybe. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
What are the odds that we will choose the same character again?
7%.
I don't
Don't
think
you
actually
dare.
it's not the same.
Don't you
This
dare.
character-
Juan, interesting
Can you-
choice.
can you
Philosopher.
do-
In a game where you could be anything, you choose to be something that can then choose something later.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay, I'm hearing you out.
I am truly hoping that this doesn't happen again. So I think like Preacher is the logical choice based on what happened last game.
Okay, fair.
But
It's a good
it's
reactionary
Chaos
choice,
Knight.
right? Yeah, it is
it's
Chaos Knight.
Chaos Knight. So I feel like if it happens again that two people pick Philosopher, let chaos happen. And if not, what a play.
I mean, I'm with you on that, right? I'm definitely with you on that one. So hope it works out for you.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see what you go. I think he's going to go Philo Virgin. Oh, Professor. You know, Professor's one of those ones that's very powerful. Good is so stacked. I don't think Good wants to win here. Jeffy wants to be an ogre. So Juan gets away with it this time. All right, what do we have coming in that's a repeat? Ogre's a repeat. Philosopher's a repeat. And that's it. Those are the only repeats. There's got to be like legal ways for us to do things, right? Like, is there a way to change? Yeah, I could just give myself an amnesiac ability that says evil learns there's a heretic in play. It's interesting, and we're here for chaos, so I'm here for it. I think it kind of is a rough choice, and it's one that you might want to disallow, but Good is freaking stacked this game, right? If you look at this Grim, Good is stacked, which is really hard. I feel like Heretic is going to actually work against the Good team here. Yeah, you can't really say the Heretic's in play. What if I give myself the Boffin ability and then give the demon, like, I could Boffin ability and then have them learn an outsider? It's not evil. It is evil side if Good is super powerful on Heretic game. I feel like it, right? Boffin Librarian's 2 on the nose, though, right? That's all right. We're going to see how this goes.
I think I had 3 shenanigans happen to me, 3 role changes across 2 nights that at one point, actually, I think I might have.
Rob, you're shaking things up by going Heretic. One of the more controversial choices on the base script. What are you feeling about this choice?
So I'm going to try to keep it completely to myself until the end. I'm going to claim Saint. And if I get executed because someone thinks I'm the demon, that's fine. That actually helps our team, you know, in Final 3 or whatever.
Fair.
So, and then I probably won't tell anyone, and we'll just see what happens.
Yeah, just write it out. Yeah, I mean,
Unless it's a confirmation or something like that, where I can, you know, reliably tell someone. But
right. Well, you can't really. You're an outsider, right? So I guess you can't really even nominate a virgin to be confirmed.
I can't, but if somebody else.
The virgin, the confirmed virgin, yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
That makes sense. Okay. And I saw you asked a question too. Since the actual minions get to pick their actual character, would an alchemist also get to pick their minion character? Not really. I might on a night like tonight, right? You could infer that I would be like, okay, well, what minion are you hoping to be? And if it wasn't absolutely ridiculous, I'd probably allow it. But the raw reading of it is that I would choose a minion for them. But you can kind of infer I would let them pick what they want.
Yeah, I mean, the spirit of Whalebuffet is everyone gets to pick. So
exactly.
Yeah, but anyway, all right. Heretic. Let's see how much I can mess this up for the good thing. All right.
Thanks, Rob.
By accident.
And town executed that
All right.
grandmother.
You should all have your roles. If you don't know what you are, ping me so that I can confirm for you. And if you didn't, I haven't done info yet, but just if you don't know what you are, ping me so I can clear it up before I start.
I got it. I forgot to mark myself.
Let's have a good Whalebuffet game.
When she made an evil Fingu, I just was so amused, and I was like, I want to reward her for this. But
why are you hitting me, Biden?
Proceed to try to make 3
Go eat your ice cream.
players into the widow, forgetting that there was already a widow in play.
All right. Let's go to 1.
Of all time.
Hello.
Hey, Juan. Based on our last conversation and based on the conversation we had at the beginning of this game, I'm just going to infer that you're not going to use it, but I have to ask.
I will use it.
You will?
I will use it. Yes.
You're using it.
You know what? You have graciously allowed me to change my mind from a role that I should be choosing for trying to solve the game to a chaotic role. So now I have to continue on that path and make this as chaotic as possible.
You're going with the full chaos.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to choose to become the heretic.
I had the feeling that was coming, Juan. I don't know what to say, but I had a feeling that was coming. Philo heretic. We talked about this at the beginning, right? Like, for sure, it's the thing. All right, Philo heretic it is. I've never actually run for a Philo heretic, but it's one of those rules that even if you're dead, the ability sticks. So yeah.
Yep, and you know what? I'm just gonna try to be figure out a way to, if I find out the evil team, help them a little bit, I guess. So in a way, I'm gonna be acting like a politician.
I
get
get that.
To figure out a good bluff so that people don't kill me. But yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Thanks, Juan. Heretic it is. Okay, whoever had the theory that said, are we sure they're not the same person? I think we've kind of confirmed that they are indeed the same person, right? Okay, let's just talk through this right now. Currently, Rob is Philo drunk. If Juan dies, Rob is no longer Philo drunk. But if Juan is alive at the end of the game, Rob is Philo drunk. So it's kind of like Schrodinger's heretic, right? It could go in any combination of the two. So yeah, I think yeah, they can't stop delving. I mean, yeah, it's crazy. No one's gonna believe that this isn't scripted. It's not. All right. All right, I'm gonna send the cards for who your minions are and who your demon is.
Okay.
Let me just make sure I get this right. Okay, yeah. There you go. Johnny is your minion. Mark is your demon.
Nice.
And then we'll circle back around. Are you interested in that wizard wish?
Yes, I want to do that one, but I do want to make sure that if I'm dead, it still works.
Yes, once the wish is made, or once you change character for any reason, the wish is locked in.
Okay, cool.
So your wish, just to be clear, is, do you want to, let's state it officially right here and now.
Yep, my wish officially is if every single day, starting now from throughout the entire game, that you get to pick a character on the list of characters.
Okay.
If evil is winning, it can be good character. If good is winning, it can be an evil character. That way it's balanced.
Perfect.
All right, thank you.
Wish granted.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, wizard wish granted. So, what are we giving ourselves right now? What's the craziest thing we can do right now? Day 1 Vizier. I feel like that's too on the nose. What can we do here? How about a DA? Give myself the heretic ability. Bryant out. Bryant out. You know what? Yeah. We're going to give ourselves the poisoner ability. We're going to poison Ash. All right. 1, 2. Let's go to Jeffy.
Hello.
Hey, Jeffy. You get to pick anyone in this circle to be your little friend.
Well, we will reciprocate. And Ash picked me, so I'll pick Ash.
All right. You pick Ash, and Ash is now your little friend.
Thank you.
Good luck. Yeah, reciprocation. Yeah, actually very short for first day. I could, if I snake charm somebody and become the demon, if it was, I wish it was. So first I snake charm someone, become the demon. There's no way. Then I become the wizard and wish to become the Fangu, and then I Fangu jump to one of the heretics. We could do it. I think legally we could do it. I could snake charm the demon away from someone. Doesn't the game end if I become the demon? Unfortunately, I think you're right. The game would end because there's no demon in play. I could make someone and yeah, you're right. You're right. Oh well. Where are we sending Kenpatsu? I'm gonna send Kenpatsu to Juan. Hi. Hey Kenpatsu. I think you would benefit greatly from having a nice chat with Juan.
With Juan? He's gonna love that.
Yes, I'm sure he will.
I've never had this role before, so I'm really.
Is that why you picked it? So you're like, I want something I've never been.
Yeah, it's the whole point for Whalebuffet is try things you haven't had a chance to have before.
It's interesting, right? High Priestess is a very hard to run character because if you always just go with what's the best mechanical information, then it's one way. If you're going on social vibes only, it's another way. I like to kind of float in the middle. Like sometimes you're going to be sent somewhere for mechanical reasons. Sometimes it's just for vibes. Yeah. So hopefully you can navigate and figure out which is which as we go through this game.
Sounds good. Thanks.
All right. Good luck. I never sent Mark his team, right? These are your minions. Perfect. He's been next to his minion this whole time. Oops. We need a cost too. All right, let's go to Ash. Right. Hey, Ash. Chambermaid, huh?
Yeah. I don't know if you saw the message I gave you, but I said, what a surprise.
Yeah. Yeah. I was curious. What, like you said that, but I wasn't entirely sure what you meant. So can you explain why Chambermaid is like, what a surprise?
No, what a surprise was that I mentioned it in the previous night conversation when I had got it instead. That was the what is a surprise.
That was the what a surprise. I was
planning, and then I actually got to do it.
You got to do it. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, that was the surprise. The surprise.
Got it. So, you get to pick any two players you want and learn who woke tonight.
I'm hoping this works out as well as I wanted it to, because I have always found Chambermaid to be super powerful, but kind of probably undervalued in a script like this.
Fair.
I will choose my neighbors. I'm just gonna work out.
All right, you choose both your neighbors, which is Neutral Steve and Tiffy. And you learn a 1.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have a lot of fun with this because this is a role I've been wanting for a while, and I'm probably not going to share it to people immediately.
All right. Good luck, Ash.
Thanks.
realistically, I should have poisoned McKay, right? I should have poisoned McKay, the virgin. That's too mean. So yeah, I don't really need a balancing mechanism, but I do need a clue. So when I announce at the start of the day, I'm going to announce that if so it says the last game, that I'm joining the evil team. And that's true.
Just curious.
No, I had changed it, and when the server reset, I had not noticed it was
If
changed.
anyone didn't get their info or use their ability and they think they should have, let me know, because I want to make sure again that I know that you're the character you think you are.
That way we can get another day one re-rack.
Hey.
Yeah. I don't think I'll cause it this time.
All right. Perfect.
I make no promises. but
Everything is fine.
Good morning, players. Listen, after that last game, when we worked so hard and set it up, and good just one day one on a day one re-rack, I just feel like that's not fair. So actually, I refuse to die this game. I'm wishing that I'm gonna play in this game, and I am sticking with it. It's not a. I mean, I'm not making an official wizard wish. I'm just telling you that I wish that I could stay alive, and so I refuse to die. So you have 4 minutes to help to solve the game, and I'm going to be helping the evil team as much as I can.
Who wants to chat with me? Mark? Missed? All right.
Should have picked that.
Nope.
For the lulz, I'm.
Hey,
what's up, Mark?
I'm here for my savant. Info.
All right, we're going savant. Are you just going straight savant, or are you philo savanting?
No, I'm gonna go straight savant.
Makes sense to go straight savant, yeah.
I mean, I thought about acrobat because I thought that might be fun too, but I'm just gonna go for savant.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So either thing number 1, which sounds completely unbelievable, but later we'll solve the game, or thing number 2, which is so obviously true that you think you're poisoned.
Okay, thanks.
Enjoy. Yeah, my cost is I'll just keep making hints.
You did
too. Yeah.
Okay.
I am the saint.
You are the saint, which I could believe you doing that. Yeah, I mean,
yeah. So
I will.
Don't
dispute
me.
Do you want me to claim? Do you want me to claim you as something more powerful? Maybe you can get killed tonight.
Yes. Let's.
If Johnny dies, do we kill one?
I don't know. Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Okay.
I'm not the saint, but
I would probably kill Juan. Yeah.
Went heretic.
So you're the Philo who went heretic, you said?
Yeah. So I want to spread the word that I'm the saint, so that we can
spread the word that you're the saint. Okay.
So we can keep me until the end, and then. You know what? If at that point we will have like it narrowed down to 3, or keep us straight to the I have to leave. Yeah, spread the word that I'm the saint. Don't tell anyone I'm the Philo heretic. You're the only person I'm telling.
Yep.
Okay. Bye.
Philo heretic. Yep. Gotcha. That was insane.
Tell him the evil team right away. That's a lot of info to dump on your lap, Steve.
I haven't checked you yet, so.
You can check me. Okay.
And once I check you.
Are you a dreamer?
Maybe. No, I'm not the dreamer.
I'm an empath, and I got a 0.
I am actually the lycanthrope, so.
Yeah. Yes, Bread lover real. They cancel each other out.
Am I a good person?
If Rob is sober at the end of the game, if Rob's still drunk,
Jeffy, obviously.
then they don't cancel each other out. But if Juan dies, then yeah.
I mean, it's got to be Jeffy.
I mean, that's for certainly.
Which is gonna be a great reveal.
Yeah. Okay, good talk.
Very good. All right, good talk.
I'm actually the wizard, and I made a fun wish that if evil is losing, Evil Steve has an evil ability. If good is losing, then he has a good ability.
Okay.
Thus, all of the wizard content.
Yes. Okay.
So, what are you?
Sounds good.
Hey, Yasha.
I'm the imp.
All right, cool. Good luck.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Promise.
I promise. I'm an outsider.
Oh, me too.
Oh, good.
Which one are you?
Uh-oh. Did we pick the same one? I'm the Clef.
There's so many more fun outsiders in that one.
Oh, there is, but it's a game ending ability. So I decided to go with game ending ability. Let's see
We
if we
could call for a cult, Nate.
I picked the saint.
Oh, see, that's a good one too. I did think about doing Plague Doctor to see if we can get.
What's my alignment, though?
And I decided no, I did not want Steve to play too.
I should just call for Colt when I don't have the Cult Leader ability.
And I am the Saint. And then what else do we think other people?
I think that'll be fun because I don't know what my alignment is.
So far, Nina has claimed Night Watchman. That's about
My alignment is chat. My alignment's Evil Steve, right?
I got a I don't have much either. I got a like.
If I win,
I don't think it's real.
Wait, if I win as the Cult Leader, does that just mean the storyteller wins and all the players lose? And then that flips with the Heretics, so all the players win? I think that's fair.
No, that's fair. I have found that it's better with an even number of people, so no one feels left out.
Yeah.
Welcome back to town, everyone. If you have shenanigans you'd like to do, feel free to put your hand up. I will call on you until you guys are sick and tired of doing all the shenanigans, but I love to see them. Let's start, since I mistakenly thought Tiffy double buffet last time, we'll start with Tiffy.
Tiffy is going to use her single buffet to start the cult of making Mist mad. If you, like me, would like to lie to Mist and make them mad as shit, also there's a naked man in the background of your camera, Mist.
Unlike Mist.
It's just a shirtless boy.
So is this the cult of the shirtless?
I apologize. It's a shirtless boy. The cult of the shirtless boy. Let's go.
If you'd like to join Tiffy's cult, please put your hands up on 3, 2, 1. A cult has not been formed.
Oh,
I was here
tried,
for
Tiffy.
pissed off. I'm not here for shirtless boys.
Johnny?
I would like to form a cult. This cult is the cult of, can we please get to Final 3 instead of having a day 1 read?
That's the opposite of what the cult
Maybe you should stop making some cults then.
I was like, yeah, then I can't vote for that cult.
All right, the cult of please, let's get to Final 3. If you'd like to join Johnny Ace's cult, put your hands up in 3, 2, 1. A cult has not been formed.
If it was chat, we would have gotten a cult.
Oh yeah, if chat forms a cult, I'm definitely joining.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm form. Are we not all in the chat cult also?
We're not currently in shirt on this for stream sniping.
I don't mean right now. I just mean in general.
I have been in the chat once.
Any other shenanigans?
Oh,
when
yeah,
I was
sorry,
intentionally stream sniping because
Jeffy?
it was part of my homebrew character.
So if we want to go for a day 1 re-rack, I'm an outsider. I am the klutz. I'm happy to be Warthog's food and figure out if I pick an evil person.
No.
Let's go!
That's crazy.
Would you like to murder Jeffy again first day?
Are you nominating yourself?
Let's get Jeff.
That was an offer. I
You know,
think.
which curse? Which is on the script? Jeffy nominates Jeffy.
I haven't quite. I want to make sure everyone gets a chance for shenanigans first. Any other shenanigans?
I think this is the shenanigan.
It is.
Truly.
How many day 1 re-racks can Jeffy get all by herself?
The choose your own shenanigan. Nominations are open.
I do have a shenanigan.
Oh, okay. Mist.
Mist claims psychopath and kills Jeffy.
Mist claims psychopath and kills Jeffy. The game goes on.
I was so ready to go
was
search
really
for
hoping for that.
psychopath on the list.
Must be Corte drunk.
Hell yeah.
Look, if I were going Courtier, that is what I would pick.
Valid, especially on this
All right.
script. Yeah.
Noms are open, and Jeffy, I think you have it first.
Jeffy nominates Jeffy.
Yeah, Jeffy nominates Jeffy. Explain if people weren't paying attention 30 seconds ago.
I'm the klutz. Let's see if I can pick an evil person and have another day 1 re-rack. Happy with being Warthog soon. Not the boom dandy.
All right. 6 is the number.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Are we seriously killing Jeffy again?
Yeah.
6 is enough. Jeffy is now on the block.
That was too many votes, guys.
Steve?
That was too many votes.
Yes, McKay?
I would like to nominate myself, please.
McKay nominates McKay. Is executed and does not die. Good night, everyone.
Okay, you're gonna have to explain that one.
Fuck? What? What? Have you ever seen a virgin that confirms themselves and doesn't die? You have now. Only on Whalebuffet. All right. We're changing our character type. If Juan is executed in final 3, he dies, Rob's undrunk, and he loses.
Just making triple sure that I did hear that correctly.
Okay.
If I die, I still keep the heretic ability, correct?
Correct. Yeah. If you die, you now have the heretic ability no matter what happens. You are heretic ability even if you die.
Okay, perfect. Because I was under the impression that I needed to stay alive to be able to keep the heretic ability, but no. Okay, cool. Thank you.
It's in that same vein of abilities that persist past death still do with philosopher, and that includes heretic in my book.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. First of all, let's choose what we want to be. Let's do a Sarah Novus.
Hello.
Hey, Neutral Steve. Go ahead and pick a player.
Let's see. I'm just going to continue with what I was talking with Juan. I'm actually going to go ahead and pick him as the acrobat. Let's see if he's drunk or poisoned today/tonight.
You said Juan?
Juan, yes.
Juan it is. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
I could do Harpy instead. You know what? I'm sticking with
Whalebuffet, wheeling all the way, psycho queens.
It cut off before it finished the whole thing? All right. I think there must be like a max amount of time that it does. All right, wait. I'm gonna play the second half of this. Where is the choice? All right, we're getting the second half.
Psycho queens, go to all things. She covered my cane.
Laughing all the way. Ha ha ha. That's nice. How you doing, Tiffy?
Hi, Steve. Do you see this mouth?
I do see this mouth. It looks pretty.
Butter would not melt in it.
Now, that being said, Tiffy, I do have to let you know that the Sarah Novus has chosen to make you mad that you are the empath.
Sounds great. I love that because I'm absolutely getting a 0. Thank you.
Enjoy. I think the craziness of hiding a tea lady is gonna be good here. Let's get Mark to go. Hey, Mark. How are you feeling after that day one?
Not great. We'll see. I mean, I didn't talk to a lot of people. I was just kind of watching who was talking.
Fair.
I'm hoping it's not a pacifist, and I'm assuming that Tiffy is a tea lady. So, I'm trying to think. McKay didn't die, so either it was a DA protection, which I know isn't true, or they got an alchemist boffin ability, which is possible. I guess if they went alchemist and got boffin and got, I don't know. Anyways, I'm just going to kill Tiffy. That's
Tiffy. It is.
The simplest thing is Tiffy's a tea lady, and if so, I want that out of there.
All right, perfect. Tiffy it is. Thanks, Mark.
Okay.
I mean, that absolutely tracks in my book. All right, so 4, 5. Let's see if Mist. Hey, Mist, this is that weird situation of like, hey, professor, do you want to use your ability even though no one died?
I'm ready to use my ability. I know who's dead right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my ability.
Perfect. I hope that was a bit. I hope that was a bit. I just want to confirm that was a bit.
That was a bit.
Okay, thank you.
I feel I'm going to take a wild guess in the dark. I'm not using my ability, but
Okay.
I feel like Nina is going to wake up dead.
Nina's going to wake up dead. Okay.
But
We'll see if you're right. Thanks, Miss. Let's go to Kibbutz. All right. How was your conversation with Wango yesterday?
It was hilarious because I tried to talk to him all day. And then finally I was going to talk with Johnny, and Juan pinged me. So we brought Juan in, and we decided the three of us were going to hard claim.
Okay.
And Juan went first.
Okay.
Which made me then coming out as High Priestess, getting told Juan, hilarious. And now Johnny doesn't trust either of us.
Less impactful than you would have liked, unfortunately.
Yeah, but funny. And I mean, Johnny
Okay.
did give us a hard claim. And so it was, funny nonetheless.
Well, I do think that tomorrow you'd be best served by floating on down and having a chat with Rob.
With Rob, all right.
Yeah.
I'll go and get Rob tomorrow.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
I tried to wake him up again. I tried to wake them up. Did not do it.
Hello.
Hey, Ash, go ahead and pick two players.
Everyone's trying to meta what just happened. I don't feel like I need to choose McKay. I think they're fine. So I'm going to skip that and keep radiating outwards to Rob and Nina.
Rob and Nina?
Yes.
Is that what you said?
Yes.
All right, you pick Rob and Nina, and you get a 0.
Cool. This will be fun. I caught my neighbors in a line temporarily until Tiffy messaged me that she is the tea lady, which I am inclined to believe.
Got it.
Considering what happened.
I mean, that's actually makes sense.
Yeah. So they both claimed Village Idiot initially.
Well, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Ash. Miss doesn't want to pick up. I can't tell Miss that they are stinky. All right, that's it. 6, 7. That's what you want.
Know this or not, but
Good morning, players. I'm very angry of what happened yesterday. Grr, my team is not happy. But you know what I am happy about? Tiffy dying in the night.
Yeah, that checks out.
That's fine. I'm an empath with 0. Trust my neighbors.
I totally thought of the Savannah formation at night, Mark. I know I totally did. So let me fake stumble for a second while I come up with it with chat. I'm going to say that either Mist is very stinky or Tiffy is a good player. One of the two. You are muted, though. I can't hear what you're saying.
Oh, so far you gave me at least one player has used their one-time ability, or at least one player is drunk or poisoned yesterday, and today you gave me an evil player was nommed. I'll see. Hopefully that happened. Or there's no VIs in play.
Perfect.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Good is in skill. Good is in
Are we
alignment.
having three-way chats again?
Yep. Bye.
I missed it. I missed the convo.
I may have misspoke. It's a 1. So I knew one of them was lying.
Okay.
Which Tiffy was because tea lady.
Yes.
And then last night I chose Rob and Nina and got a 0.
Rob and who?
Nina.
Nina.
I'm radiating out from me, but I know what you are, so I didn't feel like checking you.
Yeah, I mean,
Tomorrow we give up offense to
I'm
Savannah.
good. I'm not the demon.
Yeah, so I didn't feel
Okay,
like that was a
fine.
needed
No.
thing.
I do want to go talk to some more people though. So
yeah, go ahead.
Good talk. Bye.
I am pleased.
I am a high priestess.
Okay. Who have you been told to talk to?
In no particular order, I've been told to talk with Rob and Juan. Those are
order kind of matters.
Yeah, but at this point in time, I will tell you those are the two people I was told to talk to.
Okay.
I will say that both of them told me that they are outsiders.
Okay, that's interesting. Both outsiders.
Yeah, which with Jeffy also claiming outsider, it makes it interesting.
Right. Yep. Oh yeah, because Jeffy claimed Klutz in town. Awesome.
Yeah. So
all right, let's see how that goes.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Oh, we got a method of death. I'll use that next fact. The wizard wish is that each night the storyteller gets an ability of their choice, and I can use it to help good or evil depending on who I think needs it more.
I can totally build a world where you were just the demon and one of your minions DA protected you because you just happened to be the demon and we didn't want a day one re-rack, and you're like, cool, I've got the buff. And
Yesterday, at least one player has used their one-time ability, or at least one player is drunk or poisoned. And there is no VIs in play, or yesterday an evil player voted.
Do you remember who voted?
No, I don't. It was like I didn't pay attention. I think Jeffy paid attention.
Well, Jeffy was the only one who had votes.
Right, and I think Jeffy said they were keeping track.
So is it just one and only one, or at least one evil player voted?
I just got an evil player voted. I don't know if that means one or more. I guess I can clarify, but I don't know.
Okay.
It could be multiple. It could be one.
It matters.
And either way works.
So, yep. Good luck. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
But this time I waited until I got info that says why.
Hey Juan, someone said you claimed my role.
Juan, I'm the one who's saying that Rob claimed that role. That Rob's claiming the same thing you told me.
I have actually heard that Rob and Juan are in a double claim.
You would choose the same role, Rob, again?
Oh my goodness.
Serious?
We might have.
As a reminder, the odds are 0.01%.
Wow.
I don't believe this. I don't believe this.
I'm an outsider. Are you an outsider?
I'm an outsider.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, Juan's
I think one of them.
We have three outsiders then.
I have
There's a
I have
sentinel.
three then.
Sentinel.
This is a problem.
All right. If you have some shenanigans other than the ones we're already witnessing that you'd like to perform, put your hands up and I'll call on you.
You have no idea how much of a problem it might be.
I know.
Juan?
I know Evil Steve said that he wanted to stay alive for this game, but 3 outsiders and making me and Rob outsiders after what happened day 1 or game 1, not good. So I claim Psychopath and I kill Evil Steve.
Juan claims Psychopath and kills Evil Steve, who does not die.
I mean, he wouldn't have chosen it. You didn't.
Again, there's a
choose
sentinel,
to
so we
make
should have base
that.
2. We can have 3 just because of the sentinel.
Yep.
All right, Juan, on 3, 3, 2, 1, claim. Say what you are as the outsider. Ready?
No, let's talk tomorrow morning.
No.
No,
I think it's better for you to share privately.
I think
That's what I'm saying. It's better if we share privately.
No, this would be hilarious. I don't care if
It's better.
good or bad.
It's better if we share
Hilarious,
privately. Let's talk
Rob.
tomorrow morning, Rob.
What are you doing?
I mean, it would be funny for stream if we did it that way.
You can do it privately and stream gets
Let's
the
do
same
it. Let's
experience.
do private tomorrow, and let's bring Evil Steve, and then we can do that.
Come on, guys. No guts, no glory.
We made it.
Any other shenanigans?
Jeffy, do you remember who voted yesterday?
Yeah.
Let's talk tomorrow.
Can you tell us who voted yesterday?
I did.
Yeah. Kimpatsu, Steve, Tiffy, McKay, Rob, Juan were the 6. The 2 nominees, people that nominated were me and McKay.
For
All right,
my
I'll move on to
I
nominations.
know who didn't vote, actually?
I'll nominate Neutral Steve.
Mark nominates Neutral Steve. Tell us why.
Haven't talked to him. Just talked to other people. Reasons. I have some people I trust, and I haven't had any info about Steve.
Steve, the Mara Joy offense. How do you counter?
I mean, we talked last game, Mark. I mean, come on. But
yeah, true. Are you cult leader again?
I am not the cult leader again. I am just a VI. I got a good on Juan and a good on Mark. So, you know, if you want to go ahead and execute me, go ahead.
6 is the number.
I have reasons to believe.
Can we vote on this?
Yeah, I have reasons to believe that Neutral Steve is evil. Sorry, Evil Steve.
I'm evil too. I already said it.
Yes, Neutral Steve.
6 is enough. Neutral Steve's on the block.
Steve will nominate Nina.
Neutral Steve nominates Ninja Nina. Explain yourself.
Nina always thinks I'm evil, and usually tries to build up information about it, especially when she is evil. So if she's going to push on me and say I'm evil, I'm going to push on her and say she's evil.
My info came from somebody else. I didn't start pushing on you until I talked to somebody else.
So you started gathering information, yep.
Okay.
6 will tie. It'll take 7 to put Nina on the block.
Nina can't.
I have confirmation. I am the Night Watchman.
Now you're gonna die in the night.
I had forgotten what you were. You told me, and then I forgot to write it down.
2 is not enough. Nina's safe.
I'm completely okay if we want to leave it on me.
Rob?
I would like to nominate McKay.
Rob nominates McKay. Tell us why.
So if McKay is really a procced virgin, then their ability has been spent and they're a trusted, good character, so the demon's never going to let them live the final 3 anyway, so it might as well execute them now.
That's the reverse logic.
Or they're just the demon.
I'm not gonna defend because that was terrible.
No, that's real, right?
No,
let
why
them
would
waste
you
their
kill
time.
someone?
Let the demon kill
Let
them.
the demon kill me.
Yeah.
Okay.
If the demon doesn't, then McKay's just a buff and
Yeah, pertinent in the world that there is McKay.
Rob's making
being
heretic
the
plays, and they don't know it.
Leech that has the
Juan
buff
might.
and virgin ability. Today's the day that we do it because then later they could be DA protected. I don't think that we necessarily do it, but if we're gonna do it today, would be the day to do it.
Don't.
The amount of
doubt
things
they
that would
would
have to
accord-
go correct.
yeah. That's
Like-
too much coordination for people who don't know their evil team and can't
That is
communicate
a
what roles
like
they're
to me.
doing.
That's just too much. Would have to go exactly right.
7's the
I
number.
mean, it's not
What
too
is this
far
kind
to
of
say.
Leech with the
Wait,
virgin
I also
ability.
want to remind people how bad the evil team that I was on botched the last one.
I don't know if it was entirely our fault.
One's not enough. McKay's safe.
Talk to each other, Ash.
Okay, you forgot to claim Goblin.
Oh, I did forget to.
Johnny?
I would like to nominate Rob
Johnny nominates Rob. Tell us why.
for that very odd nomination of McKay.
Oh, it wasn't odd at all. But are you done, Johnny? I don't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, no, that's it. It was just weird. Didn't like it.
Okay. Well,
I'll
am
defend
this.
Rob. Don't do it.
Yeah, I am the saint. I probably not good to die.
Told you, Juan.
You forgot that you were supposed to save that for a private.
Are they both fake bluffing the same outsider?
To end the game.
Why would anyone pick Saints?
One space
And
We have-
two people
we
did
have-
it.
We have 2
When I
Saints
edit-
and a Clutch,
Two people
supposedly.
did it.
When I edit this, I am zooming in on Juan's face when Rob says that.
Seriously, that means that one of them is drunk. Let's find out which one.
Anything else? Anything else you'd like to say, Rob?
No, I am the saint. Don't kill me unless you want to lose the game.
7's the number.
Almost a confirmed virgin.
I mean,
Day one re-rack followed by a day 2 re-rack.
They're both have the heretic ability. They're both pretending to have the
Just
saint
because there's
ability.
two of them doesn't mean that either one of them
I think.
is wrong.
Yeah.
I know.
Probably
but
are.
I feel like
3 is not enough. Rob is safe.
I thought it was.
I don't believe that we have
Having
3 outsiders.
both having not having one of them drunk feels very strong. So like,
Well,
balance reasons I
Would
was
make
drunk.
up for last game.
I was
Final
gonna
call?
I
say,
did say he was evil.
Juan, are you okay over there?
Also have a feeling
Right.
in my heart of hearts that there are multiple sober Ceranovises in this game, and I hope it's true.
I have
right.
reason to believe
That would be
Rob
awesome.
and Juan are the same.
Bringing this day to a close. In 3, 2, 1. Neutral Steve has been executed and dies. Good night, everyone.
It was just enough of a long pause, like just long enough of a pause that like my brain's like, oh god, is the game about to end? Wait.
All right, what's our new? Oh, here's what we're doing. We're going Boffin, and we're giving Mark the Savant information, so the Savant power, and we're gonna tell him something that helps him.
No one's lying. It's a plus.
Hey, Mark. Your Boffin is granting you the Savant ability.
Oh, nice.
And I might as well get your pick while you're here. What are you thinking about the game so far?
If they really went 2 Saints and a Klutz, then that's their own shenanigans, and more power or less power to them, whatever. I mean, it is Whalebuffet. You get what you get.
Okay.
I think I have a cover as being. Savant is my favorite character, as it was on our script when we picked our characters. So me bluffing Savant isn't a big deal. I think Tiffy claimed empath. I still think she's Tea Lady. So assuming that makes me think Ash is evil. So I'm going to kill Ash, and hopefully it's not. Although actually Ash tends to not vote and not use her power. Robin Juan are potentially Saints or not. I don't currently believe that. I kill a known good. No, Ash doesn't vote. Ash doesn't nom. I'm going to kill Kimpatsu and hope it's not a kill in a band hero farmer here.
All right, Kimpatsu it is. Thanks, Mark.
Thanks.
All right. Wizard doesn't wake up. Acrobat doesn't wake up. Then we go to Mist. Hey, Mist. Would you like to use your ability?
I do, but I'm still debating between Steve or Tiffy. Steve, I kind of got killed, which I feel bad about because I came up with fake balloonist information. Tiffy, I feel like Tiffy's more likely to be good at his claiming empath, which is interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna try and confirm Tiffy again. I'm gonna go for the confirmation. I pick Tiffy.
All right, you're gonna use your ability and pick Tiffy. All right. Thank you so much. Ooh, that's really bad. I mean, it's really good, but it's also really bad for my team, right? For the evil team. 4, 5 is dead. Ash wakes up. Hey, Ash, go ahead and pick 2 players.
I'm really questioning 2 people right now.
Okay.
There's 2 Saints, Steve.
I noticed.
And I'm really tempted to just break my rules and check the other one, but honestly, I might need to just to make sure that I actually get a chance to. I will choose Juan and Kimpatsu.
All right, you pick Juan and Kimpatsu. That is an invalid choice. Please pick again.
Dang it, I was just writing it down too. How rude.
Sorry, Ash.
So someone I'm assuming Juan's the one that's alive.
Just to make it easy, I will say, yeah, Kimpatsu is the invalid choice.
Yes, I doubted anyone would kill the Saint. So I will shift over then. I will do Juan and Johnny Ace.
You say Juan and Johnny Ace?
Correct.
And you learn 0.
A lot of people chose characters that don't wake. That's
I
kind
guess
of
so.
interesting. I kind of believe it because yeah. All right.
Perfect. Thanks, Ash.
I think I've done. Thanks.
Bye. So I think I tell Mark that he thinks that there's a klutz in play, right? So I'm going to say either there is no saint in play. There's no saint ability in play. What's the true ability? If I say that, and then what's the true ability then, right? Like, there's a klutz. There's a heretic. I want to get him close to the heretic thing, but not say it. So if I say the false thing is like there is a saint in play, but I want him to think about. No, okay. So I will say. Either, because I'm doing this to help evil, right? So I don't need to be too cryptic. So I will say that either Juan and Rob have the same ability, or they're both sober and healthy right now. Either Mark and Juan have, or Rob and Juan have the same ability, or they're both sober and healthy. Will he? No, because I don't want him to think they picked the same thing. Oh, okay. Either Juan and Rob have the same ability. Oh, they're both true, right? Either Ron and Rob have the same. Either Juan and Rob are. I mean, if it was, yeah. I want him to know that the information I'm telling him is like leading towards a heretic. He doesn't. Okay. Okay, I got it. Okay, perfect.
Ace, you have a history of not believing me on stream and then being wrong, if you recall.
Or maybe was that last game?
Good morning to all of our players. Last night, unfortunately, Kim Patsu thought that a chimpanzee would make a good pet.
What?
It does not.
Was it?
Ooh.
Ravaged by chimpanzees. I've got an announcement.
But also, Tiffy's alive.
I have an announcement too, baby.
4 minutes.
I'm a little professor.
4 minutes.
Oh, go ahead.
Tiffy's hand is up. What's up, Tiffy?
I was Cerenovus med yesterday. There's a Cerenovus in play.
I'm shocked.
I am so shocked.
I really
I wonder why
Well,
I didn't push on the fact that was
then.
weird.
protected.
I'm
Hey, Mark, are you here for your actual Savant information this time?
I am. Day 3.
Okay. I had this in my brain and I lost it with all the shenanigans. One second. Let me make sure I get this right. Because remember, I'm on your team. And I'm trying to help you. So I need to make this as good as possible. So either McKay is not the virgin, or Rob is currently philosopher drunk.
Okay. Cool.
Enjoy.
That's something that I will.
So you actually got the outsider token and you selected Saint.
Yes.
Okay. If that is true, I'm just gonna. If you're evil, this is the biggest mistake of my life. But why would an evil person bluff?
Please, Juan, do it, please.
Okay.
I mean,
I am not.
You can do it so you stay alive long, but I mean, whatever.
Pray with me.
I am not. I am not the saint.
Okay, what are you?
We should kill you.
What are you?
I am the Philo, the wet heretic.
Yes.
So we need to
Get the
kill
hell
you
out of here.
so that we can win. I was just bluffing saint because I thought for the beginning, for a second, that I needed to be alive to keep the heretic ability. So I was trying to get the evil people away from me for a bit. But if you are actually the saint, let's just execute you and we win the game. So all we need to do is execute you.
Fine, let's do it.
Perfect. Bye.
That's fine. What the heck is going on? I just want to see if he's going to do it.
Let's find out.
If he's the Philo heretic, that's crazy because then I'm negated, but the heretic's still in play. Ugh, that's crazy. But
We're gonna find out.
Why would Philo heretic tell that to the potential evil player who's bluffing saint? That's not good.
Who knows?
All right, bye.
It's not the way I wanted it to go, but I'll take it.
Sure. I got day one, at least one player has used a one-time ability, or at least one player is drunk or poisoned. Day two, I got an evil player voted or yesterday, or there's no VIs in play. So that's why Steve was in both the he voted and he claimed VI, which both of those kind of pointed to either way.
Yeah.
So that's why I nommed him. And then I got a one-time ability, has not been used, or a noble would get Johnny Ace, Rob missed.
Huh. Interesting. Cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
The only person I don't have is, there you are. Tell me who you are in 20 seconds.
Now I don't have Tiffy, so.
Oh, yeah, since we're Sarah Magic.
Ash gave me two, but one of them was the same.
I think they literally do share a dream, Renara.
It's just unlikely unless your names are Juan and Rob, apparently. So,
I'm gonna be honest.
I now have.
I think Rob is evil.
I honestly also believe that.
Are you?
I'm willing to take the risk.
Are you evil, Nina?
No, I forgot the last part.
We have information Nina's evil?
I just hard claimed to Nina, and Nina's response was, "Oh, that sucks."
Because I thought you were dead still. I forgot you were brought back.
The fact that it shows up in color versus black and white wasn't the number one giveaway?
Yeah, no, that's fine. You can kill me. I'm okay. I'm the Night Watchman.
Nina cannot be evil.
Nina, when did you send your Night Watchman ping?
I gave it to Johnny Ace. I used it night one. I don't care if you kill me. Like I said, Tiffy, I genuinely just forgot you were alive again.
That was funny.
Why did you tell me on day one that you hadn't used it yet then?
Because you misheard.
If Juan's executed in final three, both heretic abilities are in play, and evil wins.
Okay. Yep.
Shenanigans or nominations, your choice. The buffet is open. Juan?
Juan nominates Rob.
Lay it out, Juan.
I don't think we can possibly 2 games in a row be selecting the same character. I don't believe that for a second. I truly believe Rob is just evil. That hurt there was a saint around because I have been claiming saint to people. And Rob is just like, you know what? For funsies, let's also claim saint and let's make this more complicated than it already is. Somebody said in public, I forgot who it was, that it was an evil ping on Rob. I truly believe this is Rob just being evil and bluffing saint.
Rob, your defense.
I am either the saint, in which case the game is over and the evil team will win, or I'm the Zombo and you have to kill me twice.
I don't like that claim.
I don't like it. I don't like it either way. I mean, it makes me think that they're both up to something, and I'm not going to 50. If they're both the saint, only one of them's drunk, and we're taking it down to a 50-50 chance of loss.
It's a might, which is
but I just don't think that Rob is the saint.
Rob is not the saint.
5
I
is
don't
the
think
number.
either of you are, personally. I don't see why you would both pick Saint. That just seems so
I really am the saint.
Unlikely.
I mean, the fact that you're so judgy about what people are picking, Mark, makes me just really concerned with what you seem to have picked.
All right,
I told
3 is
you
not
I picked.
enough. Rob is safe.
I picked my favorite role.
What do you pick, Mark?
I've told most people I picked the role that I was in our anniversary stream when we played our roles.
I don't know what that was though.
Rob?
Okay, talk to me tomorrow.
Rob nominates Juan.
Rob nominates Juan. Lay it out, Rob.
Juan. Philo picked my role, which is the saint. So if he dies, then I get my saint ability back.
Juan?
What? How does that work? Assuming that I was a Philo, which I'm not, pick the saint.
The game ends.
I get killed. The game ends. We should have just killed you while you don't have an ability.
Maybe the game ends. Maybe you're not the saint. Maybe you're just bluffing it. And you're the demon.
Then that should have been your accusation.
I will make no defense to this.
5 is the number.
That's a good idea.
Okay. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Zero. It's not going to be enough.
Steve, I have
nominated
one question. Did you lie to me and only me, Steve?
Which Steve?
Not
I
you.
lie to you a lot, McKay.
You don't exist.
And admitting it.
One of my
man.
favorite things to do.
Jeffy nominates Mark.
I did not lie to you, McKay.
Jeffy nominates Mark. Explain, Jeffy.
With the information that is out there, the kill today is either me or Mark. We have 2 saint claims that we shouldn't dig into until we get a little bit later. We have a confirmed professor. We have other confirmation that is going down there. I don't know if all of that information is completely out there. If we believe Nina and Johnny Ace, Nina is confirmed by Johnny Ace. So the only 2 people that are not confirmed or should not be killed at this point in time, or should be killed at this time, is either me or Mark. I know that I'm good, and with those numbers, I say we kill Mark.
My defense is I'd rather kill you. I'm an ongoing role, and you are a spent role. So, and you have, if you're what you claimed, you have a guaranteed. You have a guaranteed. You can pick McKay, and we won't lose if you're what you say. So I'd rather kill you.
I mean, that's assuming that McKay is not the demon with the Boffin ability, but I already know who I'm picking. But yeah, I'd rather
kill you. I'm getting info. I'd rather kill you.
5 is the number. They just don't know.
I still think
they
this
just
one
don't know.
Rob thing is kind of weird.
Don't want to use my dead vote.
You don't use your dead vote.
I mean,
5 is enough. Mark is now marked for execution.
There's no surprise that Juan and I
Jeffy,
picked the
is
same
Ash
character 24
confirmed in
row.
any way? I
Yes.
didn't hear anything about
Yes,
that.
Ash is
Kill,
confirmed.
I'd like to. I'm probably going to get died in anyway. I'd rather kill either Jeffy or Nina or Johnny, who are all spent. Well, Jeffy's not spent, but I'll nominate Jeffy. I'd rather get if you are the klutz, I'd rather get this out of the way. And I think you have a guaranteed win. You can pick McKay or someone. I have several people you can pick that we won't lose if you pick them. If they die later, the longer you go, if you really are the klutz, the more danger it is for town. So.
Jeffy?
I've already told the person that I'll be picking them. It's not McKay in the weird fringe world that McKay is a demon with a Boffin Virgin ability. I don't think that's true because of the other information that I have, but I'm still picking the other person that I've already decided that I was going to pick, which is more of a gamble, I think, for town. So I think, again, in the worlds of people that aren't flat out cleared, Rob and Juan could just be evil or something weird going on there. We don't dig into that yet. Nina is theoretically confirmed by Johnny. Everybody else on the Grim is confirmed good. So it's either you or me that dies. And with that math, I'd rather kill you because We can't have that many good players to play. And I know I'm good, so I have to kill you today.
I'm good as well.
6 is the number.
We have 3 outsiders.
How's
3 outsiders is a sentinel. I mean, that's completely
Don't tie this. Oh God, don't tie.
Let's not tie this.
We
really don't want. Yeah.
4 is not enough. Jeffy is safe for the day.
I'm the savant. I've given my info 3 nights to Kimpatsu, 2 nights to Tiffy. I'd rather again kill a spit roll than have me die, and let the demon kill me, or I'll get savant info. Is there any others? Actually, are there any other savants? Am I getting poisoned info? Anyone heard of another savant? Yeah, then I'd rather either have you kill me or get
Johnny.
I've spent.
I'll nominate myself, I guess, because I think that. Anyway, I'll nominate myself. I think someone who could potentially get info tonight is better. That's it. I'm already spent. Well, not spent, but I'm used. It's silly.
Effectively spent.
I just think this is a silly kill.
6 is the number.
More people voting.
Johnny, don't vote on.
Why not?
No.
Sounds like minion panic.
I don't notice.
No,
Like,
God.
it's not minion panic. It's ridiculous.
I don't want to tie it.
Like,
I was being sarcastic.
It's a spent roll.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a confirmed chef.
6 is enough. Johnny's now marked for execution.
Hey,
There's
Mark,
so many
will
people that are
you
confirmed.
paste all your information into chat if you're?
Yeah.
Do I leave Juan, Jeffy,
I'll put it in
and
chat.
Mark alive?
I was
Is that the
reading
most interesting
Jeffy's
thing?
Public chat minion panic. That's why I said that. I was just being sarcastic.
Oh no, I think that was full on minion panic with the way that.
I absolutely think that
I feel like Mark Juan Jeffy is interesting.
That means
The most interesting.
Because I don't think it's a good kill.
Nina and Johnny are confirming each other, which is why.
Who remotely?
Yeah, I wonder about
confirming each other.
Than me and Mark.
Johnny Ace is confirming me, not the other way around.
Well,
Correct.
yes.
Yeah, no one's confirming me. I
I want evil to win based on the wizard ability.
I think Johnny's a fine
which is
killer.
why I voted on.
So I would
Also,
kill.
I just don't like it. I'm allowed to not like a thing.
Yes.
Jeez.
I'm just saying the same 4 people voted.
2 out of 3 executions gives evil the chance to win if I keep Juan
Can
alive.
somebody else nominate?
No,
Yeah,
I,
then
I'm
let's
fine
kill
with Johnny
somebody
now.
else. Yeah.
Final call.
I wanted to
The
kill.
panic was I wanted to kill Mark. Yeah, I'm not going to nominate somebody else just because you can't kill Mark.
White. I mean, Jeffy just is. I mean, I'd rather kill Jeffy than me, but whatever.
You can.
Jeffy has like 4 options.
That's not an option right now.
Here's what you can do, Mark. You can just
I
kill
think
her
Jeffy
tonight
has
and you
safe.
get the demon pick.
What?
I think Jeffy has safe picks.
If
So,
you'd
like,
rather
It's
kill
really
Jeffy,
2/3 either way,
That's why I
right?
kill
voted
her
on
tonight.
Jeff.
It's part of your demon picks.
I'm not a demon, so
Bringing this day to a close in 3, 2, 1. Johnny Ace has been executed and dies.
Yeah.
As does Mist.
What?
As does Tiffy.
What?
Oh,
As does Nina.
Hey.
boom,
As
damn.
does McKay.
No.
As
There's a
does
wizard.
Ash. As does Rob.
Oh no.
This is your final. Oh wait, it goes down to 2, right? Wait, what is the?
All but 3.
Yeah, final 3. So I'm gonna give you guys a nice countdown from 10,
Kill Mark.
9,
A heretic, choose me. I am the heretic. I am the
Eight.
heretic. Choose me.
He's the heretic.
Choose
He's
one.
7,
Choose one.
All right.
6,
Heretic,
Juan
choose
is the
me.
heretic, I promise.
5,
Choose me.
It's a
Choose me.
one
Choose me.
night one.
4,
Choose one.
3.
I'm so scared.
I hate this.
I'm also scared.
Who's Juan?
All right. Juan is executed and dies. The game is now over and a team has won. But before we get here, let's just talk about what happened at the end. Because, yes, Mark was your demon and did not get killed at the end. But let's wait a second. What was that you were saying, Juan? You kept saying it over and over. You were so sure about it, right? Like, say it again for stream chat.
Oh, be the drunk.
You wouldn't do that, Steve.
Oh,
No, you were actually the sober philosopher heretic. Congratulations. Which means the game is inverted and good does win, except in case you had somebody who was an outsider who was pretending to be saint just like you, who actually has the same exact brain in you and also went heretic, and that is wrong.
God,
Which means we
Mark.
have a double heretic flip. and evil has won.
No, I'm
and
drunk.
actually, you were drunk until you executed Juan right there, which undrunked Rob and had 2 heretics in play. If Juan was alive, then you would have been drunked, Rob.
No, Juan was alive.
He got killed. He got killed right at the end. Everyone pointed at you to die.
Jeffy was alive.
Thus, everyone drinking Rob at the end.
Oh, because we chose
We'll go for it in a second. Yeah, Miss was the professor who res Tiffy, the tea lady who tea protected. McKay, the self-numbing virgin, achievement unlocked. Ash was just your chambermaid who was poisoned for 1 night of information. Neutral Steve was your acrobat who picked the sober of the 2 heretic picks and not dying to your choice. Jeffy's the ogre who wins with or loses with good. Kimpatsu was the high priestess who I set to talk to both heretics early on to try to get you to maybe be able to put the pieces together and connect all the dots. And that leaves Nina, your wizard, who actually used the wish. I wish that evil Steve gets an ability each day to help whichever team he thinks is losing, which meant on day 1 I had the poisoner ability and poisoned Ash. On day 2 I had the Serenovus ability and Serenovus Tiffy, and on day 3 I had the Boffin ability and gave Mark Savant information that was true, and of course Johnny Ace, your boom Denny. So now we can talk through this. Now that you guys see the entire Grim.
So if I had, after my conversation with Rob, if I had actually chosen Rob, being the drunk one, I would have died and confirmed which one of them actually was drunk.
Correct.
But okay, so here's the other issue that I see is because Juan dying ends the complete game, I don't think that gives Rob his ability back, because then the game is over, because that's your final 3 win condition that we've killed that final person that dies. That's the end of the game.
The Philo dies.
Right, you had to kill me.
Before we go to the end state, actually the only way for good to win there, believe it or not, was to kill Jeffy.
Yeah.
If they kill you, Mark, there's only 1 heretic ability in play because Rob's drunk. So then evil wins.
Right.
They have to both heretics have to come out in that 10-second window and do that. And the reason I felt okay doing this specifically was because of our wizard wish that recruited me to help the team that was losing, and evil was losing by quite a bit. The funny thing was when Johnny lifted to themselves on that final day, evil had no idea that they were set up to win right then and there, which made the whole thing kind of funny to watch from a chat perspective.
There's not 2 heretic abilities in play, though. There's the heretic, and there's the philosopher heretic who drunks the original heretic.
As long as they're alive, the other character's drunk. When Juan was executed at the end of the game, Rob's no longer drunk.
And Juan,
but that's the end of the game. You don't.
But that's like saying that if you
heretic works at the end of the game.
Yeah, heretic persists past the game. So, in my mind, this all checks out.
Even when dead, but not when the game is over, because once we killed Juan, the game was over. No one had any more abilities whatsoever.
The heretic really persists to that end game state. That's the whole point of the heretic.
I bet there are some minions in chat right now.
Juan's token is not changed.
Correct. Juan is the follow with the heretic ability even after death.
Correct, but if you read Boom Dandy, because if you were executed, all but 3 players die. After a 10-to-1 countdown, the player with the most players pointing at them dies. So when you're at the final 3, and that's the win condition, when Juan dies, the game is over. No one has any more abilities past that whatsoever anymore.
Heretic does. Juan is the Philo heretic does, and Rob is the heretic does.
Yeah, heretic looks at the end condition.
Look, it's a very niche thing. You know, I think people could debate the rules on Clocktower for this, but like, given how the way multiple heretics in play works, I'm pretty sure that this is the correct way.
Wow.
All right.
Now, the craziest thing from my perspective is 2 games in a row, Rob and Juan did the same thing.
And they even
almost exactly the same thing. And they both claimed the same role too. And there was a time when Juan actually told Rob that he was the Philo heretic, and Rob really almost wanted to like say that he was the heretic, but it never came out, and I was all there for that conversation.
Well, day 1, when I was in a chat with Johnny Ace and Juan said Saint, and I was like, okay, interesting, but good for High Priestess to know. I then was told Rob, and Rob tells me Goon, Butler, or Saint, and then Juan pulls me into a chat afterwards. He's like, I'm actually the Philo who went heretic. If Rob is actually the Saint, if we kill him, we can win. And then Rob stuck with Saint the whole game, the rest of the time.
That's why I nominated
I
Rob.
can't come out as the heretic because then the evil team can just kill themselves and they win, right? So I have to be careful.
And then Rob was the other Juan's the heretic. Juan's actually the heretic. So I was like, okay, so they know they've confirmed it with each other.
Also, a little ironic is that this is the one demon that can't really kill themselves. Either they have to publicly get executed, which is kind of funny.
Once Juan died, then it's double heretic, and then we lose.
Yeah.
I was just trying to say, yes, this makes sense. Let's not kill the demon, but.
So I mean, all we've chosen at this point, like Juan and Rob, we're not sure they're not the same person. They seem to be on the same wavelength. Juan, have you tried to go to medical school? Because you might have a career in the future as a surgeon.
I don't think I have the qualifications for that, so I'll pass.
I don't know. If you're the same person as Rob, you might.
If a Philo went recluse and was executed, would the Undertaker be able to see them as evil?
Yes, because the recluse ability persists after death.
The Philo has no ability, therefore they don't have an ability because they are dead.
So you're saying a Philo Banshee could never get the Banshee ability?
Philo abilities work if they pick an ability that says evil.
If the character that the ability they take persists post death, they inherit that ability for the rest of the game, and that's how it works.
Yep.
And Heretic is one of those even if dead abilities.
Yeah, it is on the Philosopher Almanac that if the Philosopher's ability works while dead, it works if the Philosopher's dead.
Correct. So in this case, unfortunately, double Heretic.
What does chat think?
Even if you had killed Mark here, it was over. But like this was me, Wizard Wish helping the evil team, because we were debating, by the way, which three get left alive. People were like talking back and forth. There's a lot of interesting boom dandy states that could have been there, but chat agrees with me. Chat says that I'm in the right, and everyone's pretty sure that my ruling is the correct one.
Well, leaving Juan, Mark, and I alive would have been interesting because
listen. Yeah, take it to Reddit. Post this on Reddit. Say, is Evil Steve an idiot? Post it. Link to right here. Say, is Evil Steve an idiot? And let Reddit vote. And we'll go by with whatever Reddit says.
I think you did it right.
It was a bad game.
Okay, yes, you did it right, but the Heretic makes things feel bad, and the fact that both of you went Heretic means you got what you goddamn deserved, and that's how we're going to end tonight's stream. Thank you, chat, for hanging out with us tonight. I hope you guys had a lot of fun with Whalebuffet. Actually, honestly, I do like. So here's what I like about Whalebuffet. I do like how you guys get to be a little bit more creative. You guys get to shape the roles that you want. It's a little bit more fun and chaotic to have you guys choose what you want. Here's what I don't like. I feel like that night one just takes a bit longer, especially when we're talking to people. So ideally, we would be able to like find a way to streamline that maybe, but we did it all through cars as fast as we could. So I did think that's the one drawback to Whalebuffet. And I don't know, like, what would you do in person? Just like point to a menu of characters and say, I'll take the Savant and point to it on like page 3 of the menu. I don't know. It's interesting.
Cheesecake Factory of Clocktower.
No, I will tell you, for the record, Davey, my son, wanted to run Whalebuffet in person, so we went to print the Whalebuffet script. It was 8 pages, and I'm like, am I going to have to make 20 sets of? And it was 8 pages, double-sided, mind you.
Wow.
I'm like, we're going to make 20 sets of 8 pages to hand this out to everybody so that they can look at this and then flip through pages as you're saying, like, pick a character if you're the townsfolk.
Yeah.
So we decided not to run it in person because I'm not sure it's one of the greatest scripts to run in person.
Whalebucket is much easier to run in person. How did you do it, Miss?
The way we did it, I ran it with Trishrat, Final 3Con, and Decepticon. We got people outside of the room first, brought them into the room privately, and said, "What is your role that you're picking? You're a townsfolk. What do you want?" Did that really quickly, got everyone in within 10 minutes, and sat them down and was like, "You have your tokens ready, go to bed." And we'd like fish through the tokens as people came in and out.
You can also have people write it down because everyone's going to be waking up at night. Sounds of like scribblings on paper is fine. So you can basically just wake someone up, have them write it down, show it, then you're good. That wouldn't take as too long either, I don't think.
Yeah.
The other option is to literally get people's choices for each character type for game 1 and then each character type for game 2 in advance of stream. So you already know what they are and you can just fly through the night.
It is true. I'm not sure if that would be faster cross-referencing than just using the card system. We'd have to check it because I can do like a I can do a wake everyone with one make a choice pretty quick on the first night. is that faster than cross-referencing
really,
everything?
like,
I don't know.
The only issue is going to be happen is if you have a day one re-rack, and that's probably pretty rare.
Never
not with
happened in
Whalebuffet.
The issue to setting up ahead of time is
I
when
know. I was
people
just
are-
giving.
Steve, I like Ben Burns' quote when someone went Philo Snake Charmer and got the Demon Knight one. I was very upset, and Ben's quote was, "Don't shit your pants and then say, 'Hey, who crapped my pants?'" It's your
Or he
choice.
said, why is there poo running down my leg?
Why is there poo on my pants?
It was two independent choices that just happened to make an interesting moment, I think. Regardless of who wins at the
That
end.
was not included in the 0.01%.
It was really
the
good for
irony
the
is
stream.
that I was absolutely sure Mark was evil because his Savant Knight, one of his Savant infos didn't make
I'm gonna go
sense.
put stream out real quick.
You're all
right, chat. Math Blade's off tonight. There's no awesome pings, but there is. Motara's gonna be running Costco pings on the Grim. So come on over, joined at thegrim.gg. We're running games right now. You can jump in and play. I don't know what you're running, if you're gonna be running Whalebuffet or what, but it's been, I mean, if Juan and Rob had been more open, they could have figured it out. But also, if they had been more open, they might have been harder, and Evo could have figured it out. There's so many things. The fact that the real crux is that they did not realize, I think, how the Philo heretic interaction works. It's a very nuanced interaction. I think we did it right. I don't think it's a feel good necessarily, but yeah. So anyways, we're going to see if anyone's still playing Clocktower. Dwight's probably still playing, knowing Dwight. And then we'll see you guys live streams this week. Streams on Tuesday. I actually just stream tomorrow. And then we'll be back next Monday night with some more regular Clocktower. Hopefully not a double heretic game. But you know who likes double heretic games? The EU stream team that's playing in about 12 hours. Go watch them. They'll probably have 3 heretics. I've seen it before. Everyone stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you in Vegas. Good night, everyone.